Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, subscribers are red, watch time is blue. We might channel audit you.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Folks, we love you. It's several days to Valentine's Day, but this is the last channel audit live stream before we reach that wonderful day of days where people do things or don't do things or buy cards or make apologies, etc, etc, etc. My name is Rob. Welcome to the vidIQ channel audit live stream, where every single Tuesday we open up our passionate, educating experiences and let you know what we think of your YouTube channel. This is, of course, vidIQ, the YouTube software, the YouTube channel, and the YouTube Learning Academy that educates you on your YouTube journey. And I could not do this without my gaggle of fantastic co-hosts, starting with this week. I think we're going to go with Dan H. I'm just going to ask you a question here first, Dan. What does it feel like for your team to be beaten by a semi-retired football player who's moving to southern Florida to soak up the sun and a former WWE 24/7 champion?
Wow, I didn't know those fun facts about the NFL referees, but I will put them on my calendar of things to remember for next year. Thank you so much, Rob, for the information.
You are so welcome. Dan, I'm trying to remember. We do this sort of sneaky little thing after, Dan C, by the way, we do this sneaky little thing after the live stream, the director's cut, so to speak. And we decided on a team that you were going to support, and I'm trying to remember what on earth it was. Can you remember?
Oh, no. Anything sports related gets deleted from my brain as soon as I learn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know I'm now a fan of a 1 gigabyte hertz Rams.
Oh, the 1 gigabyte Rams was good.
The 1 gigabyte Rams, yeah. Anyway, we're talking about something that most people don't have.
And was the Maryland Mr. Beasts?
Maryland Mr. Beast, that was it. Yeah, folks, if you want to know what on earth we're talking about, then maybe when the live stream actually ends, you might want to stay for a little bit longer for a sneak peek at something else that we do. Anyway, Jeff, welcome back into the house, and boy, is it sunny in your studio today.
100%, man. Too sunny in here, so I gotta rock the shades just to make sure that I can keep my cool, man. But I'm glad to be here. Happy to help out.
Jeff has turned up the cool factor to 11 this week just by wearing those shades alone. And Travis, he got a phone call just before the live stream. Is he back, Travis?
Yes, I found out
There
that
we go.
Dr. Savage will be here later today. He called me, said he was running late, but he'll be around later on tonight.
That is good to hear. And congratulations, Travis, on your annual jump on a trend piece of content.
Yes.
Yeah, just let people just quickly know this little thing that you do every single Super Bowl Sunday.
Sure. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on your niche, but there's these things that happen every so often. So 3 years ago, after I had cut the cord, I wanted to figure out how to watch the Super Bowl, right? I was like, well, how do I watch it? I don't have regular television. So I searched on YouTube how to do it, and there were no videos. So guess what that means to me? Time to make a video. So I made a video about how to stream the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and it did really well because there was no other videos on YouTube about it.
Yep.
And then I've been doing it every year. And I connect it with my tech channel because you use tech to watch it, obviously, streaming boxes and such. And it worked really good. So it's been interesting.
Yeah, so just a quick demonstration of tentpole event content, guys. As Travis says, he's done these for the last 3 consecutive years. And each time, like, I think you launch it, is it the Saturday or the Friday before the Super Bowl?
The day before.
The day before.
Saturday.
And were you getting like 40,000 views per hour just for like 1 or 2 hours before it went live?
Yeah, what happens is like it in the morning it starts to take off, and then right as it's starting, like everyone's trying to figure out simultaneously how to watch it. So yeah, it's crazy.
So it's a super little idea, and I'm sure you can apply similar ideas of tentpole events to your channel. But yeah, like 100,000 views in 3 days. Previously, 50,000 views, 90,000 views. I mean, but it's not going to be something that gets you evergreen views, but just that little punch. And who knows, you may get some subscribers from it who sort of join your community permanently. But yeah, well done, Travis. I just wanted to congratulate you on that nice little YouTube strategy that we all encourage people to do. I'll do some very quick shout outs here. Let's try and get through these very quickly here. Zenzarius moderating as always, thank you very much. Hayden's photography, Prince Solo, Mummy Seas and Julianne. Dan H, quick shout outs from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Jonk, who created this thumbnail that we were using, the Pinks family, Shooks Edits, and Lightning Code. He's in here all the time.
And Dan C, quick shout outs from you.
I see 3D Flick. I see Slip. These are nice, easy names. Like 85, and then Peter Grawl Gaming.
Thank you. Jeff, a couple of shout outs from you.
So we've got Galaxer in the house. We got JF Cubing in the building, and somebody called Booga Films.
Somebody called Booga Films. And Travis, a couple more shout outs from you.
I see Think Mom, which is great. It's like Think Media, but with a mom. We got the Average Bed. Oh, that's Average Dad. And Cook It Up. Why not?
All right, awesome. So yeah, thanks for reminding me, Dan. Yonk, I think we pronounce his name. He made us a lovely little stickman mosaic of us, and I might actually get that printed out as a canvas print if he gives me the copyrights for that. I just want to say, Yonk, if you want to do this again and maybe feature in memes of the week, see if you can clip. You don't have to do this because this will probably take hours, but see if you can clip maybe half an hour. Sorry, not half an hour, 30 seconds of us having a conversation where there's maybe, I don't know, something we're joking about, and try and animate us. And I will use that as meme of the week or something similar if you did want to do that. Thank you very much for the thumbnail, of course. We're now using our regular thumbnail just as the live stream's live, but I'll maybe switch it back afterwards. So yeah, that's the introduction here to vidIQ. If you are a regular here, then please do let us know in the chat with hashtag OG. And in the next minute, could you please share this live stream with other like-minded creators who may find this useful? If you are also brand new here, do let us know in the chat in the next 60 seconds while you are watching this 60-second explainer video on how the next couple of hours is going to work for you. Welcome to the vidIQ channel audit livestream, where we review your YouTube channels. There are 2 links in the description, one for gaming channels, one for non-gaming channels. Make sure you submit every week as we clear the form after every livestream. Channel audits are 100% free, so please don't send us any super chats expecting to receive an audit. And don't waste your time asking for one in the chat. If there are any alternative ways to get picked for an audit, such as memes, we will let you know during the livestream. If we can't audit your channel today, vidIQ has a channel audit tool working 24/7 for you. If you haven't already installed vidIQ, download it now for free. A link is in the description, and make sure to take advantage of our free 30-day trial. If you submit your channel for audit, expect the following. We are sharing nothing more than our knowledge, our experience, and our passion as fellow YouTube creators. It's up to you whether or not you take our advice. There are tons of links to lots of useful resources in the video description. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Share this live stream with another fellow creator who may find it useful. And finally, moderators, thank you for everything that you do every single week. All right, let's do this. And the final bits of housekeeping are as usual. If you do give us a super chat, we very gratefully receive it, and that automatically goes to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. And as per usual, we get around about 1,000 channel submissions every single week. So obviously we can't get through all of them. We do around 20 to 30 a week. So apologies in advance if your channel specifically doesn't get chosen. However, pay attention to everything that we share over the next couple of hours, because a lot of the times there are fundamental tips, tricks, and strategies that you can take from any channel and apply to your own. And with that being said, Travis, Dan, Jeff, can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Then, folks, due to popular demand, I did a voting poll on the community tab, and I found out that the vast majority of you prefer dark mode on YouTube. So I'm going to do dark mode for you all this week as I share my screen. Even though I really find this very strange and awkward when I look at this. Everything just looks wrong to me, but I'll keep those further opinions to myself. And we will start with Travis, who's going to tell us a little bit about Enchanted vacations. What do we got here?
Sounds like the best type of vacations there, Enchanted.
Oh, doesn't it just?
Let's see what we got here. So we got a nice banner here from Enchanted Vacations. It is helping. Now, by the way, the white text on this, I don't think is doing any favors because it's very hard to read.
Yep.
So definitely want to reconsider this banner a little bit, but helping families plan for their Disney vacation, which is awesome during the time when Disney is open. This is one of those channels, like many Disney channels, that is probably suffering in the moment. The best thing you can get out of it, I think, right now is stuff for people that are planning to go back. I'm not sure if I think they're still closed. Aren't they still closed?
I don't know. Disney World might be open. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's up to shenanigans. I mean, who knows?
Look at when it started as well, Travis. Like almost exactly when the pandemic started.
The worst time to start a channel. But you know what? Some good views on some of these.
Yeah,
so
I'd say
well done. Well done. And because a lot of these questions, what I love about this is that it's answering questions.
Yes.
A lot of people who are going to Disney would have, like, what's included, where to eat, how to get there, all these cool things. I love the Disneyland churros at home. That's taking something that you couldn't that was probably when things were completely shut down, and she made a short out of it, and being able to make them at home. So that's super awesome. I love that idea. And you see to close the 12 days of Christmas. So there's a little bit of stuff going on there. But yeah, so I like the idea of answering all the questions if someone's new to going to Disneyland or Disney World. Now, they are two different things. For people who are not in the States, or even people who have never gone, there's a Disneyland and a Disney World, and they're on completely different sides of the country. So it's not like you would go to Disneyland and then the next day go across the street to Disney World. They are 3,000 miles away from each other. And typically you're going to one or the other, unless you're a crazy person and decide to do both in the same weekend. Which
Savage
is
has probably done that.
I'm sure people have done that. So I would focus on, I mean, they mostly have most of the same things, but if you've been to both, I would focus playlists on each, like one for Disneyland and one for Disney World. They're close enough that I think you can keep them under the umbrella of one channel, but definitely, what do you do first? How much do things cost? What's the best place to eat? Where should I stay? How do I save money doing this? You know what I mean? Like, what is a fast pass? What is that? What does that mean? What does that get me? Is it worth it? So many video ideas, especially when things start opening back up.
Mm-hmm. I'd reinforce your point about the white text on fairly similarly colored bright backgrounds as well, Travis. For example, this one, if the potential viewer is having a hard time, you're giving them more work to do to try and work out what the thumbnail is about. It's just not. It doesn't increase the clickability. Whereas on some of the thumbnails, the background is a little more contrasty. So I would encourage you to do more thumbnails like these ones.
And one big thing about all the thumbnails, none of them feel Disney.
So yeah, I mean that is a tricky thing, isn't it? In terms of, are you allowed to? Because I think some creators have tried to avoid using the brand, although they do actually have the logo in here. So they are using some of their, I guess, intellectual property. But you're thinking like just a general color theme. It's a bit.
If not that, then like pictures of, maybe pictures she's taken. I don't know, like something to, because if you were to just scroll down your homepage, you wouldn't know this has anything to do with Disney at all. You would scroll right past it.
Very quickly. I mean, not instantly. I would somewhat agree with that as well. There's some thumbnails down here which are really nice as well. I like these ones with the resorts in.
The value resort overview, at least I kind of understand what I'm seeing there. It's a little bit much. I think it's split into 4. I probably shouldn't do that, but it still at least gives me a lot more information visually than some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that is Enchanted Vacations. Still, obviously, a lot of challenging tasks you have there, given that it's probably going to be a good few months before Disney World opens up properly. And I also noticed as well when I checked in your about section, you're in Kelowna, BC as well, which is same area as me. I'm in Vancouver. So what I like is that you're a specialized Disney vacation agency, but your content doesn't really have that very localized feel. Like this isn't just a channel for maybe Canadians booking their vacations. It looks like it's something for all Disney enthusiasts, and that's a good, I guess, global reach thing that you're doing with your channel. So that is Enchanted Vacations, and that's how we audit channels here. We'll move on to the next one. It is our first gaming channel of the week. So we're going to pass this over, I think, to maybe the 2 Dans, and it is Darth Cheese with A as a 4 and some Edam, cheddar, and maybe Gouda in the channel banner. I'm not sure what that has to do with gaming, but hey ho.
What's Gouda?
Gouda?
Did you say Gouda?
It might be Gouda. Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking of the Simpsons. This is going back way back when.
Gouda.
Yeah, when Mayor Quimby, he was trying to pronounce it, and whose son was it? Anyway, I'm going way off topic here. Let's get back on topic. Gouda.
Okay, well, Darth Cheese, great name. I wonder who got Darth Cheese with an actual A in there.
That's a good question. Good question.
So we're experimenting with some shorts, and it looks like primarily shorts lately. Some of these, let's see, some of these are not, but yeah, the views relatively low on things that are not shorts. What I'm seeing here is a couple things. I'm not seeing custom thumbnails.
Correct.
And I'm seeing a lot of different games. I'm seeing a lot of Brawl Stars, which is good. But I would encourage Darth Cheese to start to take all this data, take which game gave you the best experience, not just views, but what did you have fun playing, and focus your channel on that. For as long as you possibly can, stick to that one game. What do we got?
So these are the most popular, and it's 3-4 different games as the most popular ones.
Yeah, and I recognize Hitman there, but like another thing you're not doing is putting the title of the game in all the titles of the videos, which is going to hinder your growth as well. I'm seeing Minecraft, but the video is called "You're Going to Brazil." I'm sure it's an interesting video. Because I know it's Minecraft, I'm kind of interested, but that's not really a search term that's going to help that video get any kind of discovery. So, custom thumbnails. Name of the game in the title of your videos, and try and focus on one game. Pick your favorite out of these. Take the other ones you do, and maybe just play them in your free time. Just play them to unwind. Not everything you play needs to be on the channel. I made that mistake myself, and it's slowed my growth.
So I'm just checking. Is it all shorts in the past week or so? It looks like it, doesn't it? One longer form video there, a couple of longer form ones, but mostly shorts as it is. I'm just curious here. Does this work if we do Brawl Stars and then hashtag shorts?
Oh, yeah.
Do we get like a collection of videos of a shorts variety? Yeah, the search still isn't really working properly for shorts. It just shows you oh no, so there are some, but it looks to be using custom thumbnails as well.
Yeah,
so
and
going through them.
I would still recommend folks use custom thumbnails on shorts if they have the time, especially as you get bigger, because I mean your regular audience does end up seeing them. Like these look nice, and you would be tricked into thinking the ones that were shorts weren't, just because they did a good job on their custom thumbnail.
Oh, who's this guy? This is interesting. Row Shorts. So is this somebody who's created a shorts channel and they're dominating the shorts? Yeah, you see, this is going to happen with so many topics, isn't it? There's going to be channels that just start these shorts channels focused on one thing, whether it be a video game, a movie, or a certain type of education, or the transition too, because this chat looks as if it's been on YouTube for a while, but they've just knuckled down onto shorts almost exclusively. So that would be a good guiding channel for you, Darth Cheese.
Yeah, and I mean, pay attention to the thumbnails, pay attention to just some of the strategy, and bring your own to the party.
So that was Darth Cheese. I've forgotten his name. Darth Cheese, our first gaming channel submission of the week. All right, we're going to move on to the next channel, which is our Twitter winner this week. Dan H., can you just quickly describe what this was about?
Yeah, absolutely. So every week we run a different sort of contest, whether it's a Photoshop battle or an answer a question, or just try and get some interesting information out of the community. So this week we asked everyone what their favorite type of collaboration or their dream collaboration for YouTubers were. And I got a bunch of great responses. We gave our sort of suggestion at first. No surprise, included Mr. Beast in that, one of our favorite channels, and Mark Rober, who have worked together as well in the past, but had sort of a different suggestion. And then we had Peaceful Slumber come up with a great suggestion for one of his favorite YouTubers to do a sleep story. And he actually responded and was super excited about it. And maybe this might actually be a collaboration that happens in the future, or like a mashup sort of thing. So shout out to Peaceful Slumber for their excellent submission to our weekly Monday Twitter competition.
Yeah, he got a mention from the creator who's got like 500,000 subscribers, didn't he? Which was nice to see. A good piece of community conversation going on there in Twitter. And so this is the winner, Peaceful Slumber. Any channel with a sleeping dog as their channel icon is going to get a thumbs up from me. And I think, Jeff, let's get you involved in the auditing action. What do we have here?
Well, I'm a little curious here because I'm a little out of the loop and I wasn't familiar with this channel just to begin with. Peaceful Slumber, so Stories Sunday. So I'm assuming they're telling us some sort of bedtime stories. Is that what's kind of going on here? Is that the gist?
Yeah, it looks to be, from the titles at least, some sort of mix between a bedtime story told in the ASMR format, perhaps to help people get to sleep.
Okay, yeah, no, so that makes perfect sense, and that's something that could definitely grow. That's something I'm looking at here. So the only thing that's kind of bugging me that I'm looking at, I like that it says bedtime story. They're making that very clear on all the thumbnails. Now, the other writing, I can't read it. Whatever it says, there's another line under it. Then there's two other little smaller lines in the corner. I can't read that stuff. So especially if you got people who are watching on mobile devices, where we have a ton of traffic, anywhere from 50 to 70% coming from mobile devices, they're not going to be able to read that on a thumbnail. So, you want to use bigger, bolder text. Less is more when it comes to text on thumbnails. But that's the only thing that's kind of bugging me really quick is just that the really small writing there. If anything, if you're going to tell us what the story is, just go ahead and leave that in the title. You've already got it there. Just leave it there. Don't worry about putting it in the thumbnail.
Let the imagery maybe hint at what the story is, but don't include it in the title. Yeah. I'm always curious about these channels which help people go to sleep and how their watch time is affected. Like they start one of these stories, they fall asleep, and then does it just auto play onto all of their other stuff for the next 7 to 8 hours? Must be awesome for watch time.
We would hope so. As long as if they have some nice optimized playlists, and hopefully they can make that happen. Or make sure those end screens are set up, and hopefully, have some sort of way of having it call to the next video or linking the next video. But assuming by the time somebody gets to the end of the video, they're asleep, I don't know how that's going to work.
This is one of these curious ones where I think the audio is far more important than the visual. So it looks as if they're just using maybe stock video. And then, as you say, it's ASMR. Lots of content here. It looks as if they're posting almost every day, I would suggest, which is incredible content. Video lengths, I guess they're trying to tweak them to be just right. I mean, how long on average does it take a person to fall asleep once they start listening to audio of some kind? It looks to be in the 20 to 45 minute range. And so I think good idea, generally well executed, channels growing nicely. Any other suggestions from anyone here?
Well, I would just say the one big thing is that, every single year, especially early in the year, new stories are going into the public domain. I know The Great Gatsby was one that was, kind of this year, but there's a whole kind of troop of stories like that. So I do wonder if early in the year, that's definitely sort of a trending yearly topic that you can go to, is kind of look at that well of stories that are now in the public domain. People are going to be searching about them. There's going to be different news stories that sort of pop up every year, and that these things are going to happen. So it might be a good trend to kind of capitalize on early in the year every year.
Just scrolling through here, this is from 6 months ago, so they've been doing this for a long time, super consistent. And you just see how the momentum is very slowly growing? Like here, it was single digits, sometimes dozens of views. And now, as we get into the last month, we're looking at views in the hundreds. So it's encouraging that this channel is staying on topic, giving the audience exactly what they want every time. And it's continuing to grow, which is great to see. So that was our Twitter winner of the week. Now then, we're going to do our memes of the week entry at this point. And so I've already nominated Dan C to help me with this. So Dan C, I've just got to set this up a little bit. So so first of all, Dan C, can you say something so you're on camera?
Something so I'm on camera.
All right, so what we're going to do now is so you need to look to your right and I need to look to my left. And then people are going to take an image of this and do something maybe in the Valentine's theme. So we've got to do some poses here, Dan, for the next 10 seconds. So people start clipping, and they're going to look like this. Do what you can with that lot. Have fun, please do. We'll return to those tweets in about 30 minutes.
Move my microphone. I'm sorry.
Hopefully, Andrew Moneymaker is online today because he pretty much did all of the Alexi memes last week. We will move on to the next channel now, which is going to be this one. And Dan, I'm going to remember to switch my screen back so people can see. But we're sharing Johnny B. This channel is approaching 2,000 subscribers, and I think, Dan, their channel is about a particular car or a particular brand of car.
What gives you that idea?
Because I'm seeing the same red car all of the time, or like different variations of red cars, and it says Nissan.
We've either done this channel before or it's been savaged, one of the two.
So I did get some deja vu about this, but I couldn't quite remember. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that maybe we haven't looked at this channel, but Dan certainly hasn't since you picked them, Dan. So what do you think?
I thought this was really cool. Almost 2,000 subscribers. And they've managed to take, it looks like they just have these couple of cars. And they managed to take 2 cars and basically build almost an entire channel around them. And this is the kind of thing where I feel like a lot of people who want to get into this sort of niche struggle because they're like, well, I need to get around a lot of expensive cars and put them all in my videos because I want to just be a car channel that covers my favorite cars. Well, this channel is going to be able to do that one day because they're starting small. They're starting with what they have at their disposal. So you can assume that people who like this particular car, the Nissan 350Z, are going to come to this person for tips on how to maintain it and things like that. And over time, they could potentially niche out to other Nissan. They could just be this like all-encompassing Nissan creator and then take it from there. So I like these thumbnails. I like all the different ways they're covering this car. And I just thought it was a great example of a lot of positive vibes here.
It's a good example, I think, of having a positive creator mindset, of being focused on one specific thing. I mean, this is the same as focusing on one video game or one travel destination or one movie or one piece of tech. You're just going into it into such degree that you're attracting these super passionate, I guess, Nissan petrol heads who want to know everything about this car. And as you say, that the view counts are healthy for the channel. And I agree with you, Dan, in the sense that ultimately, eventually, the people who subscribe and are following you every single day with this content will be happy to follow you on a journey with maybe an electric Nissan car in the future, or something that's tied to your current adventures. Jeff, Travis, have you got any extra thoughts on this one? I know you maybe seen it before, but yeah, we're encouraged by this channel.
Yeah, no, this channel, if I remember correctly, it was part of the Savage Academy a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Okay.
But no, I like what he's doing, and obviously it's something that can work very, very well. Automotive niche is always growing, it's always booming, and there's a lot of passion around it. So if you're really passionate about this particular type of vehicle, I know for myself it was Mitsubishi back in the day. You know, whatever type of vehicle it might be, like really get into it. If you have knowledge, if you're going through a journey of modifying it, take your viewers on that journey, on that step by step. I've seen some automotive channels start at nothing at the beginning of 2020 and are over 1 million today. So and that's just because they're just sharing their passion for it. Not even super high-end cars, you know, we're talking about just some basic like Nissan 240s and stuff, you know, and things that work. If you have a passion for it, definitely do it, but also make sure you have your theme down. And he's really doing well. He's got the Z in a bunch of the thumbnails. Look at the size and boldness of that text. You can easily read that on a mobile device.
Yeah.
So there is some strategy going into this. I like what I'm seeing. I like the use of some of the emojis, like the angry emoji and like the nerdy emoji and stuff. So it kind of express a bit of emotion in there. So overall, man, I really like what he's doing, and I fully expect to see this channel hitting, 10K subs relatively soon, to be completely honest.
On a couple of occasions where they have talked about something else, whether it is this Ferrari or thoughts on a new Nissan or even a bike here, the audience seems to be going along with you, which is encouraging. I know some of these videos are a bit older, but this one, which is 2 months old, it's still resonating well with your audience. So I think this is a good example of a channel whereby they've picked a very specific niche and they're building their community with it. And it's funny that the car itself brands the thumbnails. It's almost like, as you say, Jeff, when you're flicking through your feed, oh, it's another, what's the channel called? Johnny B video. And I just know that from the color of the car and the shape. And I'm going to click on it and watch it. So yeah, congratulations, Johnny B, to your growing channel, and congratulations in advance on 2,000 subscribers that you will hit very, very soon. All right, then, I'm going to hand this one over to, which one? No, it's not that. Yeah, let's go with this one. The next channel we're going to look at is Choco Studios. Looks like a Lego channel to me. Travis, would you agree? And what do you think of this one?
Yeah, this one started not long ago. They did some shorts, which, so it's a Lego stop animation channel, which is why I selected it, because that's always interesting. I also think stop animation channels could do well in shorts potentially, if you can do it, because again, highly visual, something interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think they only started like 2 or 3 months ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Let's have a look ago. Okay, so a month ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, they're really new. So great work, very short on. I looked a little bit at some of the video just to see kind of what was going on. It is stop animation, which can be so time consuming, but that's why people kind of get enamored with it, because it's so interesting to watch. Thumbnails are definitely going to have to be something that you look at when you're not doing shorts. So the shorts, you don't really have to worry about them so much. But this last one from 4 days ago doesn't have it's not a short, and I found it really interesting. There's some of the likes and dislikes are really low, and I couldn't quite figure that out why. Like even this last one, and that could just be one dislike.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, isn't it? It could be just 1 or 2 people.
But even so, like it's a little surprising with a smaller sample size, anyone would dislike it. But at any rate, I love this type of content. I think it's something cool. You don't see, I mean, there are some channels that are doing it really big, but they have big production now. So if you can continue to do it, man, just look at all the different cool things that are happening and try to reconstruct them in Lego. Like when the Avengers movie came out, to redo some of the scenes from that would definitely have viral potential. Like just look at what's going on in the world and try to recreate those in Lego, and you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I was just thinking WandaVision might be something you could look at now. And
good idea.
What's it going to be called? Is it Falcon and the Winter Soldier? That's due out in like a few weeks. And Dan, you'll be happy to see that somebody just doing a Minecraft video shorts gets lots of views. Yeah. I mean, who would have thunk it? That just seems to happen.
I would have thunk it.
You would have funked it. Thanks for funking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Choco Studios. Folks, I just want to let you know that currently there are 636 people watching. We really do appreciate that. But 200 of you have not yet clicked that like button, which is very, very disappointing. And I'm ashamed of you. So please fix that as we audit the next channel, which is our Discord. Yes, let's do the Discord one. So Dan H, again, just quickly introduce why we're picking this channel.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a growing Discord community, which is full of creators just like yourself, people who are on this journey at different points, whether they're just beginning or a bit more experienced. And everyone in there loves giving feedback on thumbnails, on banners, on video titles, on SEO, showing analytics. And we've created an amazing community of people who just enjoy spending time with each other and all have the same passion of being on YouTube. The person who we've chosen today, and why I do this every single week, I pick someone who is great in the community, is really contributing to what we're aiming for, and they get an automatic free channel audit. And this week we're going with Ploppy54, a longtime member of our community, and a big congratulations to him, as well as Game Roll and Pinky Tech, who are our 3 newest moderators in the Discord, as well as in our live streams. And this is just another way to reward him for being an excellent member of our community and for the work and effort that he's already put in just a couple weeks of being a moderator.
How many members do we have of a Discord channel now, Dan?
We're just over 5,500 members and doing still for the last 3 weeks in a row around 19,000 messages a week.
And do you need an invite to join?
No, absolutely. There's a link that is going to be pinned in the description as soon as or in the chat as soon as I stop talking, and you can click on that link and accept our rules and join the community right away and start chatting.
And do you need an iPhone to join?
No, that would be weird. I don't. Is that a
hashtag better than Clubhouse?
There we go.
So you see where I was going with that.
All right, I caught on. It took me a second. I thought you were bashing me for my Android phone, but clearly, no, you always have something in mind.
I'm having to use an iPhone 6S to get on Clubhouse. I mean, I'm so antiquated. Anyway, Plop is wondering, can you talk about my channel, please? So let's do that. Dan C, we'll start with you. 300 subscribers. The quick thing I got from this is that it looks to be a Mass Effect channel, which is something I don't think we've looked at before in gaming channel terms.
No, I'm kind of surprised because Mass Effect has a huge following and it's a massive game. Didn't really mean to make a pun there. So this is a good time to do this because I'm pretty sure they're doing like a remake. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong. They are
coming out, and I've already pre-ordered it.
Here we go. Travis weighing in with his secret gaming enthusiasm that he don't want to share with us.
I love it.
Mass Effect's Legendary, right? Is that what it's called?
So the weird thing about this is an interesting situation because it's basically a remake of games that already exist, but because a lot of people haven't played it, a lot of people haven't, but people like me who were huge fans of it are rebuying it. There are a couple of changes. There's some upgrade stuff that you can definitely cover, but the weird thing about this is when it comes out, it is already an old game, which means a couple of things. Number one, you already know all the content you can make for it. Now, you can redo walkthroughs. You can redo tricks and tips and stuff, the vast majority of which will still work. And then there are some new things. They've gone back in the first couple of games and have changed some of some aspects of it to work more like the second and third game, which were better kind of tweaked as far as like gameplay mechanics. You can do videos about that. So you weirdly already know what type of content you can make for this game because it's been out for has it been 10 years? Something like that.
Over more than that, I think.
Which is crazy. But you also can put a new spin on it with the kind of the newer upgrades and everything. So it'll be really interesting to see what a channel like this would do if they continue to stick with this. This is the moment because I think it comes out in a couple of months to really test it, get all that stuff going. Another thing you'll want to do for sure is get some gameplay capture of before the older version, like the original version, and then put that against the new release with the better graphics and kind of show them side by side. They've done a little bit of that in the promo, but do it more in depth later in the game. Those are the type of things that'll get good views if you step on the gas now. It's a good opportunity. It's early enough. So we'll see. It's an interesting idea.
Dan, now that Travis has stolen all of your ideas and trampled over your gaming audit, have you got anything else to add?
No, I love it. I was going to say that this game is so big and there's so much to explore that you should probably go back and see the types of things that people were wondering about way back when, like just areas that maybe people needed help discovering or what have you. And then you can plan on making those videos as well. So a lot of people, as they play games, they get stuck and they're going to be looking for things. So yeah, Travis brings up a lot of good points. It's a game that's an older game they're redoing, and it's going to be there in its entire integrity, but then they'll add to it a little bit. So you're doing news updates. That would be the biggest thing. Obviously, that's the biggest video right in front of us right now. I'm going to be curious to see this Lost DLC and how that video does. It came out an hour ago.
I love the idea of listicles but specifically, I think Travis mentioned this a little bit, like versus and comparison videos. Like you can almost do like seeing how it looked then and how it looks now, and maybe the Easter eggs or things they've added. I'm sure with the community around Mass Effect, people are going to love these type of. I almost call them like IMDb trivias. Like whenever I watch a film that I really enjoy, I immediately go to IMDb afterwards and look at all the trivia. Whether it's actually true or not, I do find it interesting. Quick question here, just about video gaming in general, because Travis, you said this is like one of your a game that you've played a lot. Yeah, this is one of these games that's just passed me by. Like I've never played it, or maybe I bought it and I played it for an hour and I didn't get into it and then I just abandoned it. Are there any games in like your history that you kind of, that everybody universally says is amazing, but for whatever reason, and not because you dislike the game, you just haven't played it? Mass Effect is the one franchise that I just haven't got involved in yet.
I briefly tried what's that game that's on Game Pass now that everyone says is really cool? Not the Medium, but the other one like that where it's like freaky stuff.
Control.
I'm working through that right now. It's okay.
I played bits and pieces, and I'm like, I'm just not into it enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's bigger games that have kind of lost me, and I'm just into certain games. Like I've always liked Hitman. I've always liked Mass Effect. I've always liked Splinter Cell. I don't know where the hell Splinter Cell. Can you bring Splinter Cell back?
I've not played any of those games.
What?
Yeah, I've just never.
Have you played Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor? Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Have you played those?
No. I mean,
have you played the Batman series of games? Because those are amazing.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And,
if you liked Batman, you would love Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, guaranteed.
Cool.
It is amazing, and I hate what is it? Lord of the Rings. I fell asleep in the second movie. Never watched the third one, but the game is incredible.
I'm with you on that. Peter Jackson and is an eternal 5-minute slow motion looking at the camera stoically with music.
I'm not in for that.
I can't
but
get into that.
Immediately download Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. They tend to be really cheap right now, especially Shadow of Mordor, which is an older game. They're so much fun. And if you like the fighting mechanics of the Batman series, you will fall in love with Shadow of Mordor and then Shadow of War, which is the second one.
Welcome to Gaming Hour with Travis and Rob. I will end with saying Ploppy54 Gaming. I love your thumbnails. Love the way you use the big chunky text. If you're going to use it, make it very readable. And then like a key character or element on the right hand side. And you it looks like you're bordering your thumbnails as well to maybe theme either the style of a video, whether it be news or maybe let's play or whatever. I think all of that works as well. So I'm hoping for maybe successful things for you in the next 2 to 3 months if you really drill down into that Mass Effect franchise series. Folks, you're here because you want channel audits and you want the advice you need to grow your channel. But did you know that vidIQ, well, you probably do because you've seen this huge banner at the bottom of the screen for the last half an hour, that we have an actual one-on-one channel audit service. And I'm going to pass it to, I think, Jeff to maybe talk a little bit more about that while I share it on screen. Jeff, just tell us what the coaching sessions are about, first of all, and then I'll let them know of the fantastic offer we have available.
No, absolutely, man. So really it's a one-on-one. So we're going to definitely look at your channel a bit deeper. So it's just going to be, one of us speaking to you directly. We're going to be going over your channel, looking at your best practices, and also trying to find out, what your goals are, what it is that you're trying to achieve on YouTube, what you're trying to build. If you're here to build a community, if you're trying to start a funnel for your business, if you just want to game and have fun, whatever it might be, whatever your goals are, we're here to help you get to those goals.
And this would usually be a product that we include with something called Boost Plus Coaching, which is $500 in itself. But what we're offering you for the next, I think, week, because we love you as part of the vidIQ community, and it is Valentine's Day soon, we are offering people a effectively free one-on-one coaching session with either Jeff, Travis, Alexi, who you saw and all admired and loved last week, and Alan, our UK channel auditor. You will get one of these as part of the 1-year vidIQ subscription service. So essentially what you get here is all of the vidIQ tools, including access to the vidIQ Academy, for an entire year with the usual 20% discount. It's 20% less than paying monthly for vidIQ. Plus, on top of that, a one-on-one coaching session with one of our auditors. And just to give you an example of some of the success we've had with this, I know that Travis, I think we're going to be very soon celebrating, is it Sopo Gaming Squad? Are they about to hit 1 million subscribers?
Yeah, in a couple of months they will hit 1 million.
And they started with you at what? Was it
4,000.
4,000 subscribers. So Travis is now claiming 96% commission on ad revenue for their channel. That is one of the hidden terms of service that you are signing up for when you get the free channel audit. It's free in quotation marks.
And also, so we don't breeze past it, we're also going to show you how to use our tools effectively during one of those one-on-one calls. So that's something so you can fully take advantage of the tool that you're paying for on top of the other tips and advice that we're going to give you.
I completely forget about mentioning that, Jeff. Yeah, right. You also get a free group tool training as well to help you use the vast amount of tools that we have available here at vidIQ. So just to remind you, this offer is going to run out in 12 days and there are limited spots. We've only got 250 available. So if you want to take advantage of this offer, then act very, very soon. I think there's a link in the pinned comment right now. Thank you very much for doing that, Dan H. And there's also a link in the video description. With all of that being said, let's now go back to these bite-sized teaser-style channel audits. And the next channel we are going to look at, is My Name is Prince. And I think, Jeff, since you are still on screen, let's start with you. What are we looking at here?
So from what I can tell, it caught me. I was intrigued because this guy is about martial arts and he's doing some commentary on like Bruce Lee, Michael Jai White, things of that nature. So it caught my attention. I like what he says in the banner. It's becoming the hero is a process, but also something that I would like to give My Name is Prince is exactly what is your channel about? Like, what are you going to give me? Is this commentary on movies? Is this showing a journey of becoming, learning martial arts? So I really love, as much as I like the quote, I would maybe put the exact value proposition of what your channel is about in that banner, so I know exactly what I'm going to get, because I don't know if I'm getting martial arts movie reviews or if I'm getting training sessions or what exactly is going on here.
Let's just pause there for a second, Jeff. Value proposition, for anybody who's new here or is not sure what a value proposition is, what are we talking about?
Basically what you're going to give the viewer, what your channel is going to do for the viewer. So say if this channel is strictly going to be martial arts movie reviews, let that be known in the channel banner. That's, the latest martial art movies reviewed, or my thoughts on the latest movies, whatever it might be. Give somebody that, 30-second elevator pitch right there on that channel banner.
Am I okay to do it for your channel?
Sort of, yeah, sure. It's not the greatest, but it's there. It kind of lets
Welcome
you know
to El Jefe Reviews
from the SF
on this
area.
channel.
Let's just pause that. So your value proposition is tech and gadget reviews from the San Francisco Bay Area. So people are getting a keen sense almost immediately of what you're about. I think at vidIQ, it's creator-obsessed YouTube education. Very cool channel out, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Jeff, I want that. How do I get that for me? So yeah, value proposition maybe needs a little bit of tweaking. What I noticed when I was looking at this channel is that there seems to have been a channel pivot at some point.
Yes.
where I think it was a bit more about family and vlogging. And then, as you say now, it's gone more into martial arts. But I'm not sure if it's reactions, education, that type of thing with the content.
Yeah, I think niching is going to be really key for what he's talking about because, with martial arts, there's so many different aspects of it, especially if you're training or if you're part of the philosophy or if you just are into the movies or if there's even particular actors that you want to kind of do, you want to talk about, like you want to do like like the top 5 things about Bruce Lee or about Chuck Norris or about Jackie Chan or, Donnie Yen, whoever you want to do. So there's so many different ways that you can kind of go, but I think he really needs to like nail down exactly what it is that he wants to talk, because martial arts is such a big, broad, encompassing thing that I think maybe niching into something that works really well. Look at what's working really well and getting you views, and maybe kind of leaning into that.
Quick thoughts on the thumbnails from anyone?
I mean, I think the thumbnails are great, so I don't think there's too much to go on there. But I think martial arts is super big right now, especially with MMA. And I think obviously you see that Conor McGregor screenshot there, the one without Bernie Sanders and Savage in it. That video definitely seems like it's gotten a boost. Talking about Mike Tyson, obviously that has gotten a bit of a boost. So there's definitely trending opportunities there, right? Big boxing matches coming up. I know Canelo Alvarez is fighting pretty soon. I think John Jones is coming back pretty soon, fighting at heavyweight in MMA. There's definitely a lot of opportunities for trending things that are coming up in the near future. And you'll have a bit of lead time, a month, 2 months before these events come out. That way you can plan out some of this sporadic monthly content and that is going to be released just a few days before the trend really picks up. And that's going to give you a great opportunity to ride some of that wave and talk exactly about the stuff that you're talking about on these videos: martial arts, philosophy, MMA, style versus style, all the things that you're encompassing. And you have a perfect opportunity for trending topics.
All right, then. That is My Name is Prince. Congrats on 2,500 subscribers, which you should be hitting fairly soon. What we're going to do now is channel shout-outs. This is basically where we pick a few channels just to give them a quick shout-out, maybe 1 or 2 little tips and tricks. It doesn't disqualify them from being picked later on, but we just want to try and extend our welcome to as many people who submit their channels as possible. So the first shout out we're going to do this week is going to this channel, and Dan C, you are the man who's going to shout out
The Retro Den. I love this channel banner. That's a memory card from like a PlayStation or a GameCube or something. Must be PlayStation.
I would say it's a PlayStation. Yeah, it brings back memories, does that? Especially when it wiped my Xenogears save game after 20 hours. That really did tick me off.
I had a similar problem with Mass Effect, in fact, where my save data got deleted and I stopped playing it because we were talking about that earlier. But I love these thumbnails. I think I would be curious to see how long this creator's been doing business on YouTube, because I bet you they're going to take off just based on the thumbnails alone.
Yeah, 4 months. This sort of strange gradient effect that it just blends into the dark theme of the background. Although there could be an argument that maybe they're covering a lot of topics right now just to find out.
That's
find
true.
A niche.
Yeah, but a lot of data from all these different topics. So start to niche down.
I'm gonna keep Travis on the Lego trend here. Who are you saying hello to, Travis?
Brick advice. We got some Lego advice. I love the idea behind that. Very colorful. Got some Superman Lego down there. A little bit of Super Bowl Lego. Love that idea too. So if you're looking for some brick advice, check out Brick Advice.
I think the one recommendation I would maybe suggest is, for example, the Super Bowl one here and the Lego traffic light. Give us an image of the Lego itself rather than taking somewhat of a stock image from the theme. Like the Superman one looks really cool, and who is it? Aquaman. Is that Aquaman with Thor's hair on there?
That's it.
Looks to be.
That's the hair they gave him, man. I've got that figure.
Jeff, who are you saying hello to?
We got the squishy mane right here. So I see a PlayStation controller there in the banner, but squishy mane. I'm assuming he's doing some sort of gaming on this channel, but it's tough to say because it doesn't say in the banner. So I'm not 100% sure. But shout out to him for this 1.6k subs.
Overwatch, I'm seeing a little bit of here. But the view counts versus the subscriber count suggests that maybe they had one breakout video that got them lots of... Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, you were a big horror channel. and now you're not, and the audience seems to be reacting to that in a certain way. It's very telling that like the top 3 videos are all from the same game, the horror game simulator. So what happened there?
Yeah, it's a tough thing, man. You know, especially when games change, or maybe his his thoughts changed, or his what he was trying to play changed. But yeah, it can be tough doing that kind of a hard pivot in a gaming channel to a game that your subscribers aren't here for.
I am shouting out, Project Relax and Meditate. We all need a little less stress in our lives, and it looks as if you are doing relaxation music to maybe stock videos. It's a little similar to the Peaceful Slumber earlier on. Hang on. I just need to fix this. Just bear with me 1 second. Just let me just fill that. What I might recommend you do is, because a lot of similar channels do this, is they do 24-hour live streams of ambient, relaxing music. And so that means that people can just drop in, do some work, and they can work for several hours. Whereas for your videos, after an hour, it stops. And unless it's in a playlist, they might go on, the video might play something else. YouTube might play something else that they maybe don't want. So maybe looking to what are called a VPS, a virtual private server, which allows you to stream something continuously here for your content. And Dan H, your final shout out is going to...
Oh, my shout out is to Dan Z. That is an almost perfect name there. At least the first 3 letters are amazing. This seems to be a Minecraft channel, SMP. I think that's Survivor multiplayer, maybe. I've seen that pop up a bunch of times, but looks like maybe a pretty new channel. Got 44 subscribers. So welcome to the journey. Congratulations on getting your channel up, and hopefully we see some great things coming up in the future.
And those are our channel shout outs of the week.
I have to point out that I played a little bit of, I've been playing every so often as a calming thing, a little bit of Minecraft here and there.
Okay.
And, it's like a relaxing thing because I'm building stuff and doing some fun stuff, which is fun. And then I go to like mine to get some good stuff. And then I have panic attacks of not being able to get out and being lost. And I'm like, this is not how you're supposed to relax. I'm out here to try to relax, and I'm stressing out by playing Minecraft. And I like it, but it's stressful.
You got to invite me. I'll get you out of that cave.
Yeah, man. I'm on the Xbox, so I don't know if you can jump into that. If you can,
I think I can.
Travis, if you want to share your gamer tag to 640 people,
I will definitely not do that. But I'll share it. I think you already know my gamer tag.
I've forgotten it since we played that mining game. What we're going to do now, the first channel who submitted this week was actually a channel we already audited in a non-gaming section. So I thought we occasionally do this where we return to a channel after a couple of months. So this is one of the channels that we're returning to after a couple of months. It is Liam Talks Football. So you are a soccer channel, football channel, with reviews, breaking news, transfer news, live stream. So you're very much up to date, trying to bring content out as quickly as possible to the football community. You have 1,500 subscribers almost, and the view counts look okay for your channel. I think because you cover so many different teams that you're getting these spiky view counts, and because you're not maybe affiliated to a certain channel, which means that if you are releasing news, then there are a lot of, I guess, professional, up-to-date channels where maybe people can get this content. But having said that, like 3,500 views here, which is pretty good, 3,500 views there. But then you have videos with 200 views. So I'm wondering why that potentially is. Liam, I did have a look at some of your content, and it looks as if a lot of the times you just have a static image, maybe this image, and you talk for a minute and a half reporting on the match. So I'm wondering if you can maybe source some more imagery of like when certain key events happen in the matches, that you can show a picture at that point to indicate, and maybe some graphics about the goal scorers, when the time of the goals and that type of thing. We audited a channel, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, which was called something along the lines of West Ham Fan, and that was a really good example of a channel covering a lot of information, but on a very specific team. And also, he doesn't live stream matches, by the way. because it looks as if you're live streaming here, but I think it's just you doing some commentary on the match, so we don't actually see it on screen, so there's not any potential copyright issues there. I said a lot about this because it's a football channel, so I guess I'm no more than my American friends about this in general. But anything else you folks wanted to add to Liam Talks Football?
I'm looking for a new sport, so football that's not football sounds good to me. But yeah, no, his channel we've seen before. It definitely looks good, putting a lot of effort into it. But Rob gave the great points. Try and think of inventive ways to show different things. You'll get a little bit of motion going on in your videos. Make sure that it's not so much of a static image, and use our vidIQ audit tool to see what is really working for your channel and maybe double down on it. As Rob said, you may be getting spiky views because a lot of your subscribers really like one team or one league and aren't really tuning in for some of the other stuff. And maybe it'd be a good idea to really double or triple down on that type of content and see how your channel grows over a period of time. And then you can make a decision whether you like focusing on very specific content or just this broad stuff is what you really want to do.
Yes. So just as an example, I think I'm just playing the video now and it is just a static image. I think what you're actually doing is dictating into your iPhone. Because right at the end, and like doing a screen recording, because right at the end, it looks like you swipe down and then stop the recording. So maybe just adding a bit more to your the content, the quality of the content. Because the thumbnails look fine and the way you're reporting stuff seems fine. And so audience retention, that type of thing.
Check out our YouTube channel. We go over the kind of updated video editor within YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we do.
If you can't edit on your phone, that type of stuff, you could clip the end of your video, get rid of some of that stuff that doesn't look quite as good. And that's a super simple fix for one of the problems that you have right now.
Good suggestion. We have 610 people watching, 584 people have liked it. So there are still 20 people who have not joined us here in liking the live stream. And I will continue to be disappointed.
Well, now, wait a minute. You have 19 dislikes, though. So they did make their voice heard.
Can they? Oh, well, yeah, fair point. Thanks, disappointing Dan, to bring misery to my life. Let's try and bring joy to our lives with a bit of bromance here. So I gave you...
There's 22 dislikes now.
All right, folks, slow down. All right, so Dan, are you ready for this? Hashtag channel audits, latest. Let's see what we've got. Is that an image? That's not a bad one, but where am I? I'm not featured.
It is a good one.
Junk for one. You see, all right, that's not too bad, but here we go. He's back. Andrew Money is here. We audited his channel last week, so we don't need to audit it again, but it's probably a lot of good ones from him. Oh, my word. That's a brilliant one.
Wow.
That is quality. That is quality of the highest degree. Creamy, you haven't shared your YouTube channel, so we can't audit it.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. My channel name is Commander Creamy. Right, okay. Thank you for including it there. So let's audit this channel first. Hopefully, this is a channel that's safe to audit. It looks like it is. Oh, it's straight down your street here, Dan. It's Hive Treasure Wars, presumably Minecraft.
Yeah, look at that. Hopefully, after this audit, we can turn around these dislikes. We have 30 now for some reason. I don't know.
Boy.
Stop mentioning it, Dan. Do you not know how this works? Stop mentioning it.
If I keep calling attention to it, though, they should go away, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. So,
hashtag dislike in the chat, guys.
Oh, man. I'm going to collect dislikes today. Let's see who can win, Rob or Dan. I'm sorry. So
if you want to dislike all of Dan's videos on his channel's called Vortak. Just if you want to know.
It is. All right. I'm seeing a lot of Minecraft videos, and some of them don't say Minecraft at all. Like,
correct.
The big rock hurt, and when I die, the video will end, and like some of them don't even. Well, most of them don't really have a proper thumbnail either. So you have to do some of those just basic touch-up things, and I think you'll notice a difference virtually overnight. It looks like you're doing a lot of cool stuff in the game, and you're bringing different ideas and different funny things to it. So you're doing the content is probably solid, but we need to see custom thumbnails, and we need to see just a little bit better titles.
I'm curious, is there any search? Because he's put one about carrots. hang on, let me just the carrot obsession. So I'm just putting in Minecraft carrot. I want to know if this is like a searchable thing. Well, it looks as if it is. Yeah, somebody got 70,000 views from it a year ago. But as a lead in to the thumbnails, look at the quality of the thumbnails, especially in the Minecraft genre. This is what's going to make your content clickable. Even this one, I know yours did have like the carrot farm in there, but this shows a little bit of action here. I think somebody's actually, I guess, what would you say? Would you still say mining the carrots, even though you're probably harvesting them? Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where thumbnail research comes into play as well. You know, when you're thinking about your thumbnail, go look at what's actually getting clicks for the keywords that you are interested in going after. And that'll give you some ideas of what is actually working in your niche. And for every niche, it is different.
It would be nice if there were a tool that did that for you.
Yeah. All right, then let's go back to the tweets. When you need 8 to 7 watermelons, I don't
get it.
Yeah, I don't really get one. But oof. You see, what made that funny is I didn't see Alexi in it until I opened up the image.
Very end, that's funny.
Nice one, FNC Luke. Let's audit your channel. Have we audited your channel? We may have done before.
I think in the post-credit scene a couple weeks ago, maybe.
FNC, look.
Look at that.
Now, this is worrying. When people actually start putting me on, like Zenzeris is now Savage's butler, and now I'm appearing in people's thumbnails. This is when I start to get worried about people.
It's only okay if they dig up old stock images of Rob Wilson.
Yeah, pre-beard. So then, there's a bit of Rocket League here, but interestingly, it's this YouTube Shorts here, which I think the F12 2020 glitch, which has got a lot of views. But there's a lot of game jumping here, which is not a cardinal sin, but it just means that if somebody, like, I guess Formula One is jumping out here because you got 2 videos. They are shorts, but they've got thousands of views. But then I have to wait almost 2 weeks, is it? So I'll go from here. Then I've got a community video, Rocket League, Super Mario Maker, or Mario character, and then back to F1.
Yeah.
Let's sort by most popular. Is F1 jumping out as?
And I think Dan had a really good idea about this a few weeks ago, where he said that, you know, I know just like him, myself, I'm the same way. I don't like playing the same game all the time, but if I had a game that was really working on my channel, I would focus my channel on that game and simply not record my other gameplay of the other games. You know, that's just me, but I remember Dan speaking about that.
It's so tempting because you start to, you know, you're uploading videos, you're really enjoying yourself, and you get a little bit tired of your game, you know, and you're like, well, I'm going to play this other game anyway. I might as well hit record. I might as well post a video. And what that does to the audience that you're building, it tells them you're not serious about what they originally subscribed for. And that just makes growing really challenging.
It looks as if Rocket League, Mario Kart, and the F1 stuff have been your more successful pieces of content. But it looks as if you have to make a lot of Rocket League content to get one that really breaks out. So let's just go back to most popular. Is there a particular theme here? Nintendo, including Nintendo Switch. Is that a trigger?
It could be.
Interesting. Let's just go back to these ones here. Yeah, something about Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch is what was helping you out earlier on.
I would test a little more of that, but something to keep in mind about Rocket League and any game that's free is that it's free. So there's this thing I like to talk about with any YouTube channel, really, but gaming too, barrier to entry. If you can play it for free, that means a lot of other people can play it for free. So it just ups your competition. Whereas like a VR channel, you need a lot of good stuff for that. You need a good computer. You need a VR headset. So barrier to entry is something to factor in.
That's a good one, that. I think that's a very good one. I think that, that earns us a little audit as well.
That's pretty good.
Sorry.
I don't see anything there.
Sorry, Dan H.
It would have been even better if they put Dan H where I was.
Yeah. Okay, so Eric the Okapai, I think you've posted lots of memes in the past, so you've finally broken through, sir. We can audit your channel. Let's see. So maybe talking again about what Jeff said at the beginning, the value proposition. I'm seeing some anime characters, maybe Sonic. They have like a little bit of a Sonic vibe to it, but I could be wrong.
No idea. I have no idea what this channel's about.
But there you are, yeah, animation, and then we get back to the actual to the thumbnails.
They make music?
I'm not sure.
Or
Yeah, the thumbnails look like those music video thumbnails, kind of the circles, those colored circles.
And these are premieres that haven't yet premiered yet, and these don't premiere for another month. Well, no, that one's in like 10 days. This one in a month.
If we look at the description on those, can we see if they talk about what it is? I'm really curious if they actually make their own music, or what's going on here. Okay, so they're talking about making the video.
In case this gets copyrighted.
Okay. I don't really know the value of that for the audience. I mean, you're kind of just, if you're just re-uploading a song, maybe you remixed it, but it's not clear in the title.
So I think Travis often talks about this. The more, I guess, commas or ands you have in your description, value proposition, etc., the more you dilute your content to the point where the audience just doesn't know what they're going to get from video to video. Now, granted, I think you started in November, so you're still at the beginning of your journey. You're allowed to experiment, but ultimately, I think you're going to have to choose one of these lanes to a certain extent, and add custom thumbnails to them as well. With that,
yeah, I noticed like a live stream clip down there where they were playing the drums. It looked like. So obviously, like, there's some creative stuff going on here. But, or maybe, yeah, I just think the titles need to be a little more, indicative to what the content is. It's so unclear about what anything is on the channel. So definitely something to work on. It's
like the channel banner bears no relation to the content. And then from thumbnail to thumbnail, there seems to be little connection as well. Sorry, it sounds like we were maybe picking you apart your channel, but it's just all of these fundamental things that we often spot and want to just help you focus your channel going forward. But thank you very much for the lovely tweet there. We'll return to these, I think, a little bit later on, because it looks like there's lots of good suggestions.
There's a ton of them.
But I don't want to get...
Some new ones have come in as well, so...
How have I got glasses? Who's done that? What?
I look at my
that's
hair.
Just an odd addition. And the hair.
Look at the hair.
Wow, that's really convincing. It's a face app, but still. Wow.
Right, we'll come back to that. I think I think we will audit that channel, but I want to go to some random selections now. So this is because there's a lot of people who like fill in these forms, and then we spend so long talking about Travis's gaming history and tweets that we don't actually get to them. So. What we're going to do now is use this machine ball, and we're just going to plonk grab it in there. It picks out a number, 414, and then we go to the submissions. Oh, look at that. We've got 411. So we'll take the last one there, and then we'll audit this channel, and we'll see what we have. So the worrying thing about this channel is that please describe the channel, and the first word is random. So is it a random channel?
Yes.
Let's see. Travis seems to think it is. Okay,
you hardly ever bury the lead on that one. If you're saying it's random, the chances of being random are very high.
So it looks as if the channel has been driven by I don't know if what these are from this musical artist. He's no longer with us. Is that right? I seem to remember.
Correct.
Yeah. So is that your content, their content? I mean, they're both 2 years old, so we'll maybe discount them because the last videos you made are in the last month. So you're not making that much content either, so more content would be good.
Yeah, consistency is definitely an issue here. So Jackson PRX, you definitely got to start getting that content strategy down to where you start kind of posting regularly, whether it's once a week or whatever works in your lifestyle. But consistency is really, really gonna take you a long way.
So you've got some some cat stuff there, I think, on shorts as an experimentation. Let's just go to the about section. Okay. Yeah, so there's just not that much to go on, really, is it? I mean, just as a new visitor visiting your channel, the first impression, just to give it like a feeling or an emotion or a noise, is, huh? Because I'm just not really sure what I'm going to be getting out of this channel, whether it's Among Us, some funny cat videos, some personal commentary, perhaps. There's 2 videos there that look as if they are. And then I don't know if this is from you either, because is this you? Is this you? Are none of them you? I'm getting a little thrown.
Yeah, the thing we'll always tell people is to not take other people's content, make your own content. And if you're trying to make a channel that's comedy, you said cringe in your about section, things like that, you want to be following big trends. So one I keep going back to very recently, GameStop blew up, right? A lot of people were talking about that.
True.
You could relate that. Anyone could make some kind of video about that if you want to. So you want to be following topics like that, topics that everyone's talking about, and bringing your voice to them. Your voice, by the way. Don't take other people's voices. Don't take other people's videos.
We've now reached Inception, where we have 590 people watching and 640 likes. How does that work? Can you please knock on the people's doors who've abandoned the live stream and bring them back? Actually, no, don't do that, because that would be not really good social distancing.
You're being really unfair to 34 people.
I so am. Right, this is going to be a gaming channel. I've forgotten the number already. 347 here. And let's take a look at this one. Oh, it's a Gacha Life skits. Oh, I already tugged nervously at my collar, because this is one of these areas of YouTube that I just really don't understand. But we can start with some very basics. You started YouTube a week ago, so welcome to YouTube. That's fantastic that you've joined us on the journey. Channel banner to maybe just use some animation influence there and gives a bit of a value proposition. Are you doing custom thumbnails yet? I'm not sure if you are. One thing you may not have done just yet is verify your YouTube account. Once you've done that, it allows you to make custom thumbnails. And then let's have a look at the titles. What have we got here? So the ones where you are like, I want to address something, or I have something to tell you, this is where you would really need a strong thumbnail to tease or elicit maybe what you're talking about. Because if I don't know who you are and I see this thumbnail, there's not enough for me really to get intrigued here. Give me an idea of what you're telling me, something, or what you're addressing would be good to see there. What else can we maybe mention about this channel that we can see?
I'm just seeing
bits of content.
Half of these videos seem like community videos.
Yes, I noticed that as well, Dan. Good point.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with making those from, time and time again. Or once in a while, but making them time and time again is going to kind of take this audience who's subscribing for the gotcha life stuff and go, okay, well, when's the next one of those? And eventually they're going to stop watching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that is Moru Amaru. I hope I pronounced that channel correctly. Let's move on to a non-gaming channel. This is going to be channel 173 that we have here. Let me just bring this up. I think this might be our first hair and makeup channel of the session. Lady Retta, or Retta, I hope I pronounce your name somewhere near right. Let's go to Travis for this one. Travis, I don't always pick you for hair and beauty. It's just I think you've been on the sidelines for a couple of audits. So
I'm all right with that. I think it's just you're looking at the two things I don't have and want me to comment on them. Let's see. So, I do know a little bit about this niche, and I know that what the thumbnail style tends to be is 2 to 3 images of a person. So we see that a couple times here. We also can see some close-ups of the hair, which is, again, another thing that is pretty big. It looks like they've used a white border at the bottom for some of the text. I don't know that that's even necessary. I would argue it's not for this type of niche. You just want to show people what they're going to get. And if it's about hair, just show them the hair. Now, if there's something very specific that in the title and the thumbnail can't be kind of explained, then a little bit of text might be okay for context. But I like the intrigue of the question marks with the little red arrow at the top there. That's a good one. I love that. You have to click to see what the end result is. So I love that idea. A couple more with arrows and stuff. I like all that. I would just remove the title on the thumbnail at the bottom. I just don't think it's necessary, and continue to look at the thumbnail style that others are using on YouTube. And then, of course, think about things that are either trending in your particular niche, maybe specific hairstyles, or maybe products that you use in your hair that are really popular for whatever reason. So definitely pay attention to that.
Experimenting with shorts here as well, which is interesting to see, and you've had a little bit of success there. Yeah, I think for a channel, how long have I been going? I seem to think they've not been going too long. So 9 months. What do you reckon about the posting consistency here? Do you think it looks to be one a week? Is that good in the beauty,
Well, so
hair,
a lot of people ask, they say, like, what's the optimal amount of time to upload? Well, there really isn't an answer for this.
True,
Anyone who tries to tell you some type of definitive answer is lying to you. Let me just tell you the portion of it that makes the most sense, and then you can figure out what that means for you. YouTube is a numbers game. The more videos you have out, the more opportunity you have to succeed. One of those can take off and bring the other ones up if you do it correctly. That doesn't mean that every video is going to blow up. Most of them will not. But the more chances you try, the better chance you have of succeeding. If you do 1 a week or 3 a month, that means you're staking your monthly success on 2 or 3 videos, and that's very difficult. If you can do more, do more. But don't just put out videos for the sake of putting out videos. That's not it either. You need to put out good quality stuff and make sure that you're putting out stuff that people are actually looking for, or things they're not even aware they're looking for, and entertain them.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned yesterday in a video, this is still my personal opinion, that I feel as if to begin with, quantity can have more of an influence on your channel than quality, in the sense that the more shots you have at the target and the more times you go through the entire process of making a video, the more like YouTube muscle memory you get for when you know what your channel focus is, and you know how to set up the lighting correctly, and you know all of these things, so that you can then start to really focus on the quality of your content. I don't know if people necessarily agree with that, but I agree with what you say, Travis, in that sometimes you can almost invest too much effort and then hope in one video that you think is going to be the one that propels your channel to the next level, and then it doesn't do as well as you perform, and then just as an afterthought you knock something together in a couple of hours, and that's a video that really is successful and brings in more of an audience there. So anyway, that is Lady Retty. Let's go for another gaming channel here, and this is going to be channel 151 from our form. And they're called Wapam, and it looks as if they are celebrating 1,000 subscribers, according to the form.
Hey.
So, yeah, 1,030 subscribers. Congratulations to you, Wapam. Hopefully you're close to monetization, if not already there. And just judging by the thumbnails themselves, I would say you are well on the way to success. Oh, actually, so there's a couple. I'm just being thrown by the thumbnails here, because some are really good, and then some aren't so good. So we have thumbnail wallpaper to begin with some Let's Plays, it looked like, with episode numbers done. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like they've maybe pivoted a little bit to making each video stand on its own 2 feet. And have the views increased? This would validate us. It looks as if the views are very similar, actually. They maybe increased a little bit.
I'd say the newer videos have more of a chance. I mean, just based on the title and stuff alone. I mean, keep in mind, 643 views for just a week ago. 1.9K views from a week ago. So those other videos have been around much longer, and 400 views,
True.
500 views. True.
So
I think things are on an upward trajectory here, which is great. And this creator is somebody who's demonstrating that they're willing to try different things and learn. So that's awesome. I would still say, like, just as of a couple weeks ago, there were still some fundamentals missing. Like, there's a video just simply titled Aimbot. It's 3 seconds long. Maybe because, does it qualify as a YouTube short? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it does if it's that short.
Yeah, maybe because it's a short. Maybe because some of these videos are so short, you don't really care if they don't make it too far, because it's just you messing around. You could just definitely tell that some videos, they take that time, like you mentioned a minute ago. They really take the time to go through the entire process of putting together a good video. So I think if you can, continue doing that, more quality over quantity, you're going to see more and more growth.
Channels focused on, that's not worked. I'm seeing some videos that got, where's the 1.9 views video gone? So why does YouTube sometimes do that when you sort by most popular? It seems like it's a specifically Bed Wars. That's a Minecraft mod, right?
It's a mini game. You can jump on a server and play with a bunch of people.
I can never remember which ones are mods for Roblox and Minecraft. But it's good to see that you are focusing on Bed Wars, generally speaking. And this, I'm intrigued by this. It's people trying to do slow motion Minecraft stuff here. Like, why so many frames per second for something? I'm curious.
I think that's just a gamer thing. Like how many frames can you get your game to be, and then maybe that's a draw for some folks.
And I think YouTube can only show 60.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
unless you're going to slow it down to some extreme degree.
35 is the next channel we are looking at, and this is CH Animations. I think from their channel name. But let's see what their channel content has, and let's have Jeff start with this one to keep us going around the house. I mean, CH now is attributed to Clubhouse, isn't it? I'm seeing CH appear more and more. But it clearly isn't a Clubhouse channel.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that. Maybe that's the person's first two letters of their name, or maybe their initials. Not sure, or maybe Clubhouse means something different for them. Not 100% there. But yeah, I'm a little confused as to what's going on here.
So, Jeff, if you're not familiar with what we say here at this point, is we start to call these channels dank meme stonks
That's
channels.
what I was thinking too. I was leaning dank meme-ish,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure 100%. But I think that's sort of where we are. Yeah, milk before cereal. Looks like there's a lot of shorts here because look, you got 9 seconds, 7 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of that. Although I don't know if they are shorts because I don't know if they're verticals. But yeah, this is what this is looking like, and these thumbnails are super busy, man. Like I would really simplify. Like some of them are much simpler, which makes more sense to me, and it's something that would be easier to kind of find and click. But some of them are really busy, and I think that's something we always tend to forget is that a lot of people are consuming this type of content on a phone. They're not going to know what's going on in this thumbnail. It's going to look like a blur. So we kind of got to be careful with that.
So I'm looking at these. Like, is this their own animation stuff here?
Yeah, this almost seems like somebody who would be doing their own animations.
I'm tempted to click on one, but then I'm scared too at the same time.
I don't blame you, man.
Oh well, if it's from hell, that clears things up.
Yeah.
Flipper clip for animating. That's what
Interesting.
they use. So yeah, so the awkward silence at this point is like, what do we suggest for this channel? I mean, cleaning up the thumbnails will be one thing, but they are YouTube shorts. So how long should you be spending on these thumbnails? You are tying into cultural events and news topics a little bit here and there, but then you've also got titles such as "That Muffin is Looking Awfully Like a Hamster," which has no bearing on the world in any way, shape, or form. But then you got one here, which I think is you have Dream on there on the thumbnail, and that seems to be performing quite well as well. So looks.
Yeah, I would definitely lean into trends, especially if it's stuff that has to do with gaming or whatever is really hot.
Yeah.
Right now on YouTube, I would definitely lean into that because if that's stuff that you can respond quickly to and whip up something, under 60 seconds long, capitalize on it, take advantage of it.
That is CH Animations. Dan, let's go back into our bromance here.
Oh,
we did say that we were going to audit this channel, mine 0090, because they had such a wonderful image there. I just want to look at some other stuff first. Strictly, channel banner tells you everything here. Strictly an Android gamer. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
It's clear as mud, that one. So I guess they're playing Among Us on Android. Would be my guess.
I guess so. Now, it's understandably like, okay, so I'm an Android gamer, so I've niched down. I only play games on Android. But you want to still continue niching down. Maybe one day you can niche out to playing whatever you want. But you play Minecraft on Android, or you play Among Us on Android. And be that authority, are there mods for Minecraft on Android? How do I get them? Maybe you could be making videos on topics like that and introducing yourself to people in that way.
It looks to me as if 50-60% of the content is Among Us in the last couple of months. You're not posting that much content for a gaming channel at this point, but it's nice to see validation down when we look at like even just a simple Among Us update in 2021, and that video for you performed really well. And then another update here in January, 300 views. And for a channel of what, 80 subscribers, there's some clear indication there that when you do update videos on Among Us, your audience reacts well to it. And everything else that you're experimenting with, which you can continue to do so, isn't quite nailing there. But I would say the moment there is an Among Us update of any description, you should be making content on it for the audience who's reacted well to it in the past.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think from there, I think we just say good luck. Keep making update videos, tutorials, just those things that really help you get discovered while kind of slowly introducing yourself with other videos that are maybe a little more casual.
Yeah. And Robert Downey Jr., you have...
It does, yeah, I was going to say, is that Robert Downey Jr.?
I think it is.
That's his brother, George.
George Downey Jr.
All right, then. I'm going to refresh the tweets. Let's see what we have here. All right. Were people expecting Grand Theft Auto 6
People
to be
were
released?
expecting that. Why? Why would they? Why?
I don't know where to go with this one. Blimey.
I don't know either.
Yeah. I didn't know you'd done that, Dan.
Good one.
Very good, very good. Oh.
cat
I
meme.
don't get that meme.
You're a cat meme.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice. It's playing on. It's playing on my interest for wrestling. Very good. Oh, there's so many here. Which do I choose?
You already did the 90 Day Fiance one, right?
Yes. Yeah, we just did that one. Unfortunately, Dan, I am not in control of that. So you'll have to ask somebody else. All right, let's pick some
from your account.
Let's pick some ones from the top here. I think I did snigger at this one. So Laser Wolfie, let's choose you. The channel name sounds familiar, but no, I don't think we have done this channel.
Huh.
All right. Grubhub ad. Is this an American thing? I've never heard of Grubhub.
Yeah, it's like a food delivery.
Ironically, what I just ordered my lunch from.
It's a pretty popular meme with the commercial. It's a bunch of like animated characters dancing.
Yeah.
So a lot of these meme channels seem to be capitalizing on that Grubhub ad for content. So at least you're staying on top of what is popular in the meme world. Unfortunately, I don't think we know what's popular in the meme world.
We don't, do we?
Rob doesn't even know what Grubhub is. So that makes it a bit tougher.
I'm still trying to work out why I've been seeing Rick Astley on thumbnails for the last 10 years. I don't get it.
The weird part is that I just really like that song. So you're not really getting me if you get me to click on a song that I like. But then people snicker about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm never going to give you up.
I always feel as if some channels who do kind of random things, at least at some point in their YouTube journey, do a Geometry Dash video. I don't know why. I just always see those blocks and thumbnails. Are we just all agreeing here that this is another dank Mimi Stonks channel, which we're going to find difficult to suggest to, because they say you post stuff, okay, please subscribe, bye.
Well, I think Dan's comments in the past he's made is you want to be in these communities, right? Go to Reddit, go to Discord, find people who are making similar stuff and share it with them. Memes are all about shareability and sharing. So, that's the one suggestion I think I can give is follow Dan C's advice and be entrenched in these communities and share your content there.
All right, then let's pick maybe one more. Was there another one that anybody particularly liked from all of these memes? Oh, blimey. If not, I'm going to go for the Super Bowl one.
They keep reposting them, so it can't, like, there's folks that aren't reposting, and we're missing them.
Oh, my word. Yeah, let's do, so I think it was the Super Bowl one that I kind of liked here from Val Rider? Val, how do I pronounce this? Someone help me out here. Validator? You do weekly uploads, and you have approaching 4,000 subscribers, which is good to see for what looks to be a gaming channel with more Rick Astley content. Among Us is here, but it's not just about Among Us. So Is this your... Now, the only reason I'm asking if this is your content is because of this thumbnail right here. But mind you, they all look as if there's a familiarity to the thumbnails, which makes me think that you are creating these thumbnails.
Yeah, assuming everything's on the up and up, I was going to say this feels like another dank meme channel, but one we could point all the other dank meme channels to and go, hey, like this.
Well played, Dad. Well played.
I just think the thumbnails look really nice, and they're generally speaking sticking to Among Us. They mix it up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. Just going off the view counts. Well, and then you see the 300,000 one. So
yeah, there was that one outlier, wasn't there? Yeah, I don't know what to suggest beyond what we've talked about before.
I like how we ask people to make dank memes of us, and then when we get dank meme channels submitting, we don't know what to tell them.
Yeah, it's define irony, and there you have it. Let's just sort by most popular. Let's see if this cheat gets us out of a jam. Yeah,
I think what we need is a dank memes expert to join this panel. I think that's what we need, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, where's Alexi when we need him?
Alexi's the dank memes. I wasn't sure if it was him or the doctor that were the dank memes expert.
Well, he has a secret meme channel apparently, which he won't tell any of us about.
Ah, that's
so
right.
Yeah, for the 575 people who are watching, if you can try and find it, that would be.
The secret Alexi's secret dank memes channel.
Yeah, but he doesn't do. I don't think he speaks or he's not done a face reveal, so I think it'd be almost impossible to find.
Yeah.
And it's probably got like 2 billion views as well, which is would be really annoying.
We've probably all seen it.
Yeah.
We probably all. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's probably Bruhify or something, and he's just not told us.
Might be this channel right here.
It could be. Let's talk a little bit more about this channel then. So I think the Among Us memes are the more successful ones that I can see, and it's kind of really cool stylized thumbnail is really helping you out there. And if, as Dan said, if this is on a level, if this is your content, then good work, and do keep it up. Right, I'm going to change the numbers here a little bit because I think we've probably got more than 500 gaming channels. Do we? Just about. So let's pick a non-gaming channel now, which is going to be 477. Look, we're oversubscribed again there, but we'll choose the latest channel to make it easy. Let's see what we've got here. Explosion. Is this another Damp Mean channel? No, it says. No, sorry. I do apologize. I felt like it might have been a meme channel, but I think it's a younger YouTuber here who is posting content on maybe their pranks and memes and skits a little bit. Let's see. A very definite thumbnail style at the moment, which I think they may be employing as they continue to evolve their thumbnails. And you've been on YouTube for a year. Can we really get a sense of what their content is about? Because, I mean, with a younger creator, you may think it's about gaming or school life is often a popular topic for younger creators, but I'm not really seeing a strong influence one way or the other right now.
Yeah, it seems a little variety to me just from looking at it,
yeah.
because there's a lot of different things going on. It's interview and page, and then epic LED bike lights and guess a song. So I don't think there's a real channel focus on here, at least as of yet, which is okay. It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just one of the things where it gets a little bit confusing as a subscriber, not knowing exactly what's going on here or why I'm subscribing. Like, what am I going to get out of this? Is it, because you'll see prank channels where all they do is pranks or, whatever it might be. But a lot of people will niche into this stuff, but maybe they just haven't made that decision yet. For
the subscribers you have, which is 140, and like even when you can get a video with, it's just night routine, but get like nearly 100 views on it for a 100 subscriber channel, I think there's some encouragement there in terms of your community. I'm guessing maybe you're getting quite a lot of views from your subscribers, which is for a channel as young as this at the moment is a positive sign. So yeah, Epic LED lights. And you
Yeah,
have
so
to
like I said, it's kind of going through what they're doing, but maybe that's what it is. It's similar to like lifestyle channels where every video you're going to get something completely different
Yeah.
based on what that person's doing. And if you're on board with signing up for that person as opposed to the topic of the content, then that can work. But that's just one of the things why it can be a bit confusing, because I know for me personally, if I end up subscribing to a channel, it's going to be because of the value that they're giving me. So if it's expertise on automotive or expertise in tech or expertise in cooking, I'm signing up for them for a reason.
This is where the value proposition can be quite tricky, can't it, Jeff? Because it's not necessarily a product or a sports team or something that something tangible that you can pin your focus on. It's more of like a shared belief. And so this is in this sense, it might be a shared belief or a younger creator who's exploring this world of video content and sharing her stories in that journey. But how do you turn that into a really a really catchy, memorable value proposition?
Yeah, see, that's the question. It can be kind of tough because even if they narrowed it down to 3 topics, that's something that they could include in a channel banner, like if they're doing pranks or if they're doing whatever it might be. You know what I mean? Because I've seen people do it, and I'm not a fan of the doing pranks and cooking and beauty, and I'm not a fan of that personally. Yeah. But at least if that can start helping you gain some focus to where you can still further niche down beyond that later on. But yeah, it's when you're doing everything, it's really tough to tell people exactly what your value is.
Best of luck, Explosion, on your YouTube journey as you take that forward. We'll pick another channel now. I think a gaming one. This is going to be channel 13 from the gaming list, and they are called. I'm going to call this channel Crinks. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I've never seen this word in my entire life. So Crinks, and I would suggest, from the channel banner alone, that it is a Star Wars Battlefront channel. A really enjoyable game when I played it a couple of months ago on single player.
Yeah.
Does it still have a strong following? Is a question.
Well, I mean, we got some good view counts in some of these.
What's the channel?
Perhaps
600 subscribers. I mean, there's one right
I
there,
guess
isn't there?
There's shorts.
Shorts one there, perhaps.
Yeah, the one next to it is 3,000 views. That's pretty cool. So I think what they're doing is a lot of the things we tell people to do, which is to make videos about the characters and weapons and things like that. Like give people advice, help people out who are playing the game like you. It does still raise the question, because I don't know this. I genuinely don't know, so I'm not trying to challenge you here. But yeah, is this a game people are still currently excited about, looking for, etc.? I would say if Battlefront 3 was announced, because I see like a character wish list for that game right there, then this would be a good time to start talking about it. If we are in between games right now, and well in between, like there's not even updates for this, it's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough to kind of rank for it. Your ceiling is only so high in terms of fans of the game. So something to keep in mind, but you play it more than we do, so you probably know.
I was going to say, in fairness, Dan, I think they've started looking at Battlefront for the last 3 weeks, and I would be moderately encouraged. I mean, this one here with the rankings of all 22, that's one of those fantastic listicle ideas that you got to put quite a bit of effort into. But where else can you get a ranking of all 22 characters, and you've been rewarded for the view counts on that one? So I think there are some encouraging things going on here. Yeah, because this one right here feels a little bit like 100% Zelda, the type of video that they would make. So really detailed, covering every aspect of something in a video. And it worked well, so try to do more of them. Along with, Battlefront 3 updates, if there are any coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's pick another channel.
Best of luck.
I'm hoping that maybe Travis is still here to perhaps look at this one. Oh.
What is it, huh? What happened?
So hopefully Noah the Entrepreneur is here. I think I did pick this channel to be audited, but it's not. I missed it, or it was off the tabs. So I'm delighted to see that it's come back here, because I think this was the first we haven't audited the channel before channel that's submitted. So Noah the Entrepreneur, you are approaching 50 subscribers. Congratulations, because somebody who's going to fall in love with their content during this live stream is going to subscribe to their channel, I would have thought. So yeah, Travis, I want you to kick off with this one, and maybe you can make your
Well, I will say this. It's if you want to get high CPMs, as they're called, basically the more money per view, doing financial stuff is it. That's
correct.
that's it. I mean, that's the way to do it. Now, hopefully, the one thing about this is obviously over the last couple of weeks, the stock market has been a big kind of a thing. You do want to make sure that you have all of your what are they called? Like kind of your warnings up front in your videos. If you're not a professional, make sure you say you're not a professional. You're not giving financial advice. Like all of those things are absolutely critical.
I did briefly,
like a small thing.
I did briefly watch one of her videos, Travis, and that's exactly what he does. So
Perfect.
That's good to see, good to know.
Perfect. Very smart. If you're ever thinking about doing that, you got to make sure you do that. Now, this is the timing of this is great. People are really interested in stocks and such. So really great timing there. And then, yeah, I mean, people are starting to realize you can make money by just kind of playing almost like a video game, which is stocks. It's essentially some type of legalized betting. It really is what it is. So good timing. Thumbnails are interesting. Thumbnails for this style of niche are actually all over the place. Bitcoin's kind of the same thing. So I won't actually pick apart these because this is kind of the style for the niche. But yeah, make sure you're also doing the Bitcoin thing because a lot of people are looking at that as well.
I would, what I would think about here is that I may be wrong about this, Noah, but you look as if you're a younger creator, and I think it brings an interesting, perhaps an interesting story in here. In that, you know, despite your perhaps age, you know, you could be making income through stocks and shares, and I'm wondering if that's something that you can maybe lean against, like the younger. The young entrepreneur's guide to stocks and so on. Now, I could be wrong. I could be misinterpreting your age here, but you look as if you're maybe a teenager. And that might be something to leverage more with your particular audience. As Travis said, the thumbnails perhaps need a little bit of tweaking, but hell, you've only made, 7 videos at this point. So I think the fact that you're doing custom thumbnails and thinking about the positioning of the text and like the foreground and the background, I think you're already ahead of the game there. I mean, just something as simple as that is like really effective in one way. Like Instagram cash, how do I make money on Instagram? I get the thumbnail instantly there with that one. Premieres, do you need to be doing premieres yet? That's maybe a topic of discussion.
Yeah,
I love the fact that it's premiering at 2 minutes past 1 as well. Really.
Is that today?
Where are we on? It is today.
It's after our live stream, so that's why. So yes, that's appropriate.
Good point. Yeah, but yeah, no every entrepreneur. I'm encouraged by the view counts as well. I mean, hell, the fact that you've got at least one video with over 200 views there because you're jumping on the trending topic is good to see. Another one here with 100 views as well. I'm going to refresh as somebody subscribed to the channel. Have you now got 50 subscribers? Yes, you are. We're all happy. Awesome. Well done to Noah. Let's move on to the next gaming channel here. Thank you there, Travis, by the way. Has your food arrived yet? Or do you schedule it to arrive?
It's scheduled to arrive shortly after.
Just after. Okay. Well played. Let's have a look at this channel who describes themselves as a Let's Play and tutorials. And it's FPES. Is this a channel about Pro Evolution Soccer? It is! Oh! I surprised myself there.
Yeah, finally something worked out right.
So I think that Pro Evolution Soccer these days is known as the lesser known child of FIFA. It's just so hard to compete since they have all of the licenses.
So what you're saying is it's kind of a lower ceiling for the fan base here.
Potentially, but FIFA's just so dominant. I guess it's like if there's Madden, yeah. Can you think of another American football game that really competes with it? I mean, there used to be stuff
Just
like NFL Blitz and whatnot, but
just like the college ones, I don't know if there's. Yeah, it's kind of like Madden. It's just so dominant.
I'm a little worried about this video. I'm just going to be honest. That makes me nervous about your content because that would be against, if it is what it says on the title about how to download, crack, and activate a game which should cost money and is for free. That is against terms of service. It's instructional theft, I think it's called in the community guidelines. So just be aware of that. But I think that's the only one I'm seeing of that nature.
I'm going to say something even more bold and suggest that if that video is what we think it's about, I would take it down, because if you continue on your YouTube journey and you start to see more and more success, that video could get some more attention, and then now you're dealing with all kinds of problems.
And there's temptation to make more videos like that because of the view counts. So I think it's Pro Evolution stuff generally, some montages. But I don't know what this is. Is this anything to do with Pro Evolution, or is this just a car driving really fast?
Yeah, I think it might have just been them messing around with something.
I hope that's not a car at 612 kilometers per hour.
Me too. And this one here, is this your?
That might be falling off a cliff.
Is this your content? So there's just unfortunately a couple of red flags here about the content. I mean, you got to be careful of just saying that. Like, you can't just give the BBC credit, like for example, or Sky Sports or ESPN the credit for using their content because, well, you didn't get their permission.
You can't get credit in give credit in lieu of permission.
There you go.
How many fast is 627 kilometers per hour in real speed? What is that?
I think that's about 400 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh.
Savage. Hello, welcome to the live stream.
That's a lot of miles per hour right there. That's a savage amount of miles per hour right there is what that is, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, Savage. What are your thoughts of the week?
I'm hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hungry. What is everyone? How is everyone doing in this post Super Bowl world in which we live, when nothing else matters after the Super Bowl? Nothing matters after the Super Bowl.
I'm pretty good. I thought it was an entertaining game. To be honest, I was a little disappointed by the weekend. I didn't think it was a.
I liked it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were pretty good to me. I thought it was good. I enjoyed every single day.
Okay, cool.
All right. Are you talking about Bruno Mars, who did the halftime show? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. I was watching them. I saw a lot of memes come out from it, which is good.
See, you could be making a joke there, but I wouldn't know. Is Bruno Mars the weekend?
I've seen him on the weekdays as well. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
the 37th.
I tell you who I've seen on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's Craig David.
What?
Silence. What? Nobody got that joke. Right. Okay. I guess that's just one for the British audience.
I guess so. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to 37 here to see if we can get into something that makes some sense.
Can somebody in the chat back me up there with that little joke? Right, 37 you said there, Savage. The following, if you are new here, the following audit is an alternative, not endorsed by vidIQ whatsoever. So take this advice or not. Savage.
Forging dynamite. That means like blowing up dynamite, right? You can't forge dynamite, can you? Isn't forging for like swords and stuff?
That's last I checked.
Yeah.
Like if you put dynamite into a forge, doesn't it just blow up? Isn't that basically just kind of tell you a lot about this channel? Like it was poorly thought out from the beginning. They came up with a terrible name. Like, let's forge dynamite. That's like drink bleach. Let me do a YouTube channel called Drink Bleach. That's probably not going to work too well for you.
Who would ever suggest you should do such a thing?
I don't think. Well, I think you could be a president and suggest that sort of thing, but we don't have those anymore. Let's take a look and see what's going on over here with this shenanigans. All right, let's see. What do we got? Jelly Bean guys. All right, Jelly Bean Fall guys. All right, we got that. Chapters 1, 2, 3. Playing through Deception. Deception. Is that a game? What's deception? I mean, I know. Listen, in life, it is a game. Deception has been my game for a long time. I mastered it long ago.
I thought most of this was Friday nights at Freddy's. Am I wrong? No, there are some at the top.
I've been over Freddy's, but I never go on a Friday night. That dude is freaky. I'm going to tell you something right now. He got these teddy bears everywhere. All right, look. This forged in dynamite was just a terrible idea from the get-go, so we can move on to something. Look at it, how he has his F doesn't look anything like the rest of his thing. This guy right here.
Okay, thank you, Savage. And that's
you need a one-on-one channel coaching session. You need to sign up for the 1 year of vidIQ. You see the link is in the description below. Yeah. You need help forging dynamite. Okay.
Savage? Are you offering your services for a?
Not mine. I would never touch a channel like that. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to 25.
25.
I'm gonna do my ASMR Savage right here. I'm gonna do my ASMR. All right, now everybody, let's do these COVID Deus. oh, this is terrible. Does this kid have COVID? I don't know what to say about this. I'm kind of worried. What is COVID deus? What does that mean? I'm so worried. He does. This might be too serious. I'm not sure what to say about this.
Yeah, let's. Well, I mean, the first video was like, we're going back 7 months here from some of these videos. So hopefully, this chap hasn't had it for the last 10 months. Let's just go to the about section.
Yeah. Okay. It was about the time that the COVID virus became a severe. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but it's still going on. I don't know what. I don't know what you mean. When it happened? What happened? What do you mean? When did it stop? Can I go out now? Can I go party at the mall now like I used to do? Man, let me tell you something. When I used to go to the mall, once upon a time, you could lick the doors when you walked in. You can't do that no more. They don't let you do that anymore. The virus is everywhere. You can't get away with anything anymore. I don't know.
Is that something you did quite a lot, lick doors?
I mean, it was fine back then. You didn't have to worry about viruses or germs or anything. Now all of a sudden things are crazy. I don't understand it.
Savage, do you feel as if you're walking on extreme eggshells trying to offer any advice for this channel?
You know what I always wondered about that? Who came up with that saying? Like, who actually was like, you know what, I'm going to walk on eggshells. Let me get some eggshells out here and walk. For what purpose did you walk on the eggshells? Were you trying to crack the egg open? Did you have a hard-boiled egg? If it wasn't, then you just got yolk all over your feet. What was the purpose of this? Who even thought of that?
Good question.
Like, who came up with spam? How'd they do that? I love spam, by the way. I love it.
Do you want to audit another channel, or should we do some other ones?
We'll come back to one more at the end. I know y'all getting antsy in there. We'll go back to another one, and then come back to me in a minute.
Yeah, let's do some tweets. Let's see if there's any more that have come in here that are working for us. Oh,
The SpongeBob one.
yeah, it's perfect timing, really, isn't it? Dan, I think you like this so much that we'll audit this channel, I guess. But give him a non-Savage channel, although Savage may...
now that they left, though.
All right, Bradley Silvestro. Is this actually the player from the Washington Capitals? I wouldn't know. Oh, no, it's a fan who loves talking about... Right, okay. I don't know anything about NHL, so I didn't know if this was like a player of vlogging. So this is similar to the a lot of the soccer channels that we have, where they're talking about all of the games that are going on, reacting to them, and thumbnails. I think are a very, very high standard, excellent in fact. Like a big YouTuber face, the score, and then maybe some sort of reaction to it, whether it's a goalie disaster here, or that was an okay performance. Yeah, I love these thumbnails. How long have we been going? So going for 7 months. Looks as if they started their channel at the end of the previous NHL season to try and ramp up. I would like to see this channel getting more views and such, to be honest, just from the thumbnails.
Yeah. I think just looking at this, though, I think, these videos have very short lifespans. You're going from one game to the other. So if you're not getting those views sort of right away, it's tough. People who are even Capitals fans are probably not going to go back to look at your reaction to a game that happened 2 weeks ago. So I would try and sprinkle in, a bit of variety of content. Talk about, maybe the lines that the Capitals have been using this week, or coaching decisions, strategy decisions, and pop them into a separate channel, not a separate channel, a separate video, right. Even if it's, once a week, to go, okay, let's look back on how the roster has evolved from the beginning of the season. Let's look at how, the strategy has evolved, because now, again, you're limiting yourself in this content, and you're not going to get a lot of views, again, from this week that are going back into older things. So and what it looks like is that you took, the whole off season off. Obviously if you have things to do, that's understandable, but there's a lot of sports content that happens in the off season, trades and acquisitions and, moving pieces throughout. And that's another way that you can capitalize on some content and not just take a really long break.
It is just a journal of a season, isn't it? Almost like they literally cover that. And maybe there's some more search intent that you could add in here in terms of wash kits. And now I think you've turned it into like Capital Sabres. And you're playing around with the titles. I'm wondering if the @ sign might cause some issues with SEO as well, just because if you mention a YouTube channel, it kind of connects them, but you're not actually connecting a channel. Connecting a channel, and you're not including like NHL in the search as well there. Just for maybe some thoughts from you here, Jeff, if you have any extra ones.
Overall, I really like the look of it. I'm honestly kind of surprised. I'm not sure how long ago we started, but I mean, based on thumbnails and stuff, it should be picking up.
Yeah. Just
I don't know.
mousing over the thumbnails, you can see like his enthusiasm. It sort of it bleeds through the thumbnails and in the content. So I'm really encouraged that in that sense as well.
And you can, and it looks like he cares about the way that he appears on camera.
Yeah.
He's got his, he's got his coloring down, and everything looks good. And obviously, I haven't watched the channel, but this is pretty. It looks pretty good to me. So I have high hopes for this guy.
Yeah, this is a channel we want to see succeed, isn't it? I think.
But I think what he also may want to try, now just a suggestion, get some listicles in there. Do some explainers for people who don't know hockey.
Right.
There's a lot of people, especially in the States and maybe even, other places, who may have seen hockey and be like, you know what, I'd like to learn a little bit more about that. Who's the top 5 goalies? Who are the top 5 players? What's the top 5 teams, or whatever it might be? But just kind of do maybe some explainers to kind of give some noobs some idea. Could help you out.
I think maybe tying that into what Dan suggested, like listicles and verses, but maybe keep it focused on their team, like the best. I get really confused about NHL because I see people leaving the rink and then other people joining while the game's still in play, and
they also can beat each other up. I love that.
Yeah, that is fun from somebody who doesn't understand the sport at all. But they have different lines, don't they, Dan? Like.
Yeah, line changes.
Line changes. So maybe you can do videos on like the top 3 lines for the Capitals and then bring some discussion into it. Because I want this channel to do better, but and maybe you are just sticking to the game and nothing else. So that might be something.
To branch out. And Ally Afraidy, the top 5 mullets in Washington Capitals history. I go.
There you go.
I'm going to assume that everyone kind of knows the schedule going into the next season. I know that it works that way for football. And if that's the case, you could also be predicting how you think these games will play out, while you're in that off season and you're kind of struggling for content. Because if you're just waiting for the game to end to make your video, a lot of that hype and excitement is already kind of worn off, So you want to try and hit it before the game happens, and see if you can get into that build up.
Yeah, you could double it with like a preview of the game, and maybe. The potential problem is that when are you releasing the video? How close to the end of a match are you releasing it? Because I know, is he still here? Liam Talks Football. Where is he? I can't see him on the tabs. Maybe he's releasing his content like literally 10 minutes after the game is finished when people are searching for it. I don't know if you're releasing the content maybe the day after, because it looks as if you're putting a lot of effort into the presentation, so it takes a little bit longer to edit. Maybe there's something to think about there in terms of search. Because like, as we showed at the very beginning of this live stream, when Travis was still here and he did his VPNs for Super Bowls, he timed it perfectly. So maybe, Bradley, there's a timing element that you need to tweak here. But really nice channel, just from the presentation. Looks very good. We spent a little bit of extra time talking about that channel, but I think it was worth it, especially for the meme. Do we maybe squeeze in? Like, this is a video. I'd love to play this, but...
It's just you saying shorts over and over.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God, has somebody gone through all the videos? Oh, right. Hang on.
Shorts, 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 short, 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 shorts, 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 YouTube short.
That would take me hours to do. Nicholas, you deserve a channel audit for that, sir.
Well, you know what we should just do? Just give the guy boost for a month. Why not? Just give Nicholas a boost. Because can you imagine going through all those videos that Rob's in and here, waiting for him to say shorts and then edit it and then download it?
I always wonder if there's like, when people do that, it's like, surely they've automated this. And then when you find out a little bit more, it's like, no, they actually did go through all of his videos. That's incredible, Nicholas. I need to maybe do something a little extra for you afterwards. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion, Savage. So what is this channel about, actually? Is it foreign language? Is it Dutch, I think, which is going to make this a little hard to maybe comment on. I do have a translate button, so let's just use that straight away to maybe give us... Oh, what happened there?
What would you translate it to?
Whoa.
Canadian?
There. Oh, that didn't work. And now my browser's broken. Where's my...
Nicholas, you broke his browser. Congratulations.
Yeah, it didn't translate. It just put it into a new tab and a new window.
I don't think we're seeing it on
Yeah,
the
it's
stream.
broken now as well. Right, hang on.
Wow.
I can't reattach
That's amazing.
it. I can't reattach it. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, let's try that one more time. Right, so I'll go here and I'll click the... Oh, it does a pop out. Oh, it doesn't... No, I don't know what's happened there, folks. Sorry.
Wait a minute. Technical difficulties on the live stream? I've never seen this before.
Would you thunk
How
it?
is this a thing?
Right.
I mean, it's not like they've been every single live stream ever in the
shut up.
history of all the live
I'm going to
streams.
mute you. Shut up. Right. Let's talk about this channel a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I feel like it's a combination between someone who gives YouTube advice and then also plays Among Us.
Where are you seeing the YouTube advice? Just because... Oh, because
I'm seeing the
there's this
YouTube
one
play
here.
button. I'm seeing that. If you scroll down a little bit, I saw YouTube setup. Just different things like that.
Yeah, how long have you been on YouTube?
Camera comparison there.
Significant amount of time. So just given that you probably put a lot of time and effort into your content just from that quick video that you shared with us, it looks as if you should be larger than you are. So maybe there is a focus issue, or... but no, I always recommend channels stay to their native language, because the temptation to try and do stuff in English, just because there's apparently a bigger audience, is great, but also there's a lot of more competition there. It looks as if there is some topic jumping here. Among Us, unfortunately, I don't know what that video is about. I think that's something to do with finances of some kind, maybe. That's a video game. Oh, is that Nerf?
That's a dog.
That's the Savage Cat. I don't know what his problem is. He's really getting on my nerves. I think he smelled my Savage sandwich that I got just delivered to me.
If you want to go collect it, Savage, we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us.
No, I got it. It's right here. It's right here. I got it.
Very
It's a
good.
Savage sandwich.
Very
The Savage Cat wants his cut, man.
good. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Dan, that there are occasional tendencies to go towards YouTube, but there's so many other things as well.
According to Nicholas in the chat, he just says that it's vlogging and extreme vlogging and urban exploration.
I
don't
love
know
extreme
what
vlogging.
vlogging is, but he says it's Norwegian.
It's the most
Norwegian,
intense
okay, not
vlogging
Dutch.
you can ever watch. I've seen some of it. Where someone gets real close in the camera and they go, "This is some vlogging right here. Watch me eat this sandwich." Savage vlog.
Thanks,
And then they pour coffee for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Can't say I've seen one of those videos. But I was going to say they have, it seems like a loyal audience.
A loyal audience, but not necessarily a growing one per se. How often do they post content? Once a week, maybe, at this point? Let's just go back
There's
to
some streams in there. Yeah.
go back to most popular very quickly. So it looks, is it more of the extreme exploration as he's described? But there's a drone one here, delivering food. I'm not sure what to suggest here, because the thumbnails are generally good. I assume the content is of a high standard. Maybe it's just the topic jumping that's thrown the audience a little bit.
Yeah, we go from like 1.3K views on a YouTube play button video, and then the stream
200.
just before that, 353 views. So it's maybe the audience just isn't reacting to these live streams. Perhaps those belong on a place like Twitch or another channel. So
let's suggest this, Nicholas, just for the next 5 videos, and you can go abandon this afterwards. Maybe just look at YouTube subscriber / play button type stuff. We're only saying this because in the last 3 weeks, the 2 videos that you've made on that topic have gotten way more views than maybe the things that are a little off topic from that, and just to see what the consistency is like. Because it looks like you've got a consistency of content, but maybe not a consistency of topic. I mean, the middle one is a short as well, so that could be a little bit of an outlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for this tweet. We'll try and getting there a little bit later. I think we've had this one before, haven't we? Have we? It's a good one.
Potentially.
Jeff's not there, unfortunately, though, so we can't choose it. Anyway, I'm just now browsing through the tweets when we should be ending this live stream. We are done, folks. Thank
There's
you.
spam.
Scroll
You see the spam. I told you. You see the spam? Go back
Yeah.
to the Twitter. You see the spam right
Oh.
there? There you go, baby. There you go.
This
Yeah,
one.
buddy.
This one. Yeah, there's a lot of good submissions this week, but we've run out of time. So yeah,
That's the Savage special sandwich. It's just spam. I was expecting
Spam
something more.
musubi is what we need up in here. Some spam musubis.
I
We
want
need
to
to
see
be
some
sponsored by spam. Who's got a contact over spam we get sponsored by?
Donks spam. Thank you for all of these submissions this week. They've been awesome. You will see them in the memes of the week next week. Let's say some goodbye. Savage, you go first, and then you can have your savage sandwich.
Let's see. Brendan Sparks saying thank you for the live stream. Twickhacker says one more savage. I know. I appreciate you. Cool. Cole Sports says goodbye. FRB. I know how to say that because it's just 3 letters. And Zarius, my butler extraordinaire. And MZN, which I don't think it stands for anything. I just MZ, 3 letters.
How have we got to a situation on this live stream where one of the hosts has a butler? How does that work?
I mean,
Yeah,
it took
why
a
is it not
while.
me?
Yeah, remember, it took a long time before we got there.
That is true.
Hard work.
Dan H, your turn.
Yeah, I would like to give a big shout out to Urban Noise Music, One Pizza Too Many, Amy Louise Makeup Artist, Patrick Guide Barcelona, and the voice of Todd, because those are the 5 people who got Rob Wilson's joke earlier about Craig David. Or
Thank
something.
you.
So
Thank you
shout
very
out to
much.
all of them.
Yes. Dan C, your turn.
I'm going to say goodbye to 100% Zelda, who's here, saying spam is wonderful. Anyone else speaking praises of spam? Let's see. No?
There is a big Monty Python spam sketch, isn't there? From what I remember.
Fortnite, but spelled way wrong. It says I made the spam one, sad face. So they didn't get audited, but they were submitting all day too. Which so we looked at theirs last, but did not audit their channel.
Yeah, sorry about that. That just sometimes happens.
You're probably one of the 42 people who hit dislike.
I'm gonna say
that's
maybe
okay.
stick around. I'll just say that and see what happens.
Maybe stick around. Bad Server says spam sandwich. So goodbye to you. And then Grindler Gaming says spamalicious.
I will say, spam all of a sudden is a theme of the end of the live stream. Oh, sorry, I forgot Jeff. Jeff, thank you as always for joining us on this live stream.
Quick shout out to it's not FRB, it's Freight, and he was giving out some solid advice to some of the gaming channels in the chat. So thank you for joining us, my friend. Once again, Brendan Sparks also giving out some good advice, so really appreciate it. Loser Anna, big shout out to Loser Anna for always being here and showing support. And thanks to all the mods once again.
I need to look cool as well. I can't do slash. Oh, hang on. Doesn't look cool when there's a sticky attached to it. There we go. Has it got,
There you go.
I'm going to say goodbye to the following people that include Simple Smoothies, Ghostly Henry, The Pink Family, Landlocked Sea Fishing UK. Wow, you do fishing on the landlocked part of UK? That's impressive. Sir Stranger Outdoors, Will Tango, and Brendan Sparks. You were all amazing. This community is amazing. Thank you. We love you all. Don't forget to maybe take advantage of that offer on the live stream for the free channel audits when you sign up to the Jess giving us a big thumbs up there for the vidIQ software. And I need to find the outro button because we are saying goodbye once again. We'll see you in a week's time. Bye, everyone. All right, folks, it looks as if some of you are starting to cotton onto the extra part of this live stream, because I think last week maybe 200 people were still here after the outro, and now it's 260 people here this time, which means that for every minute I continue to waffle on to keep you listening and watching, we earn 4.5 hours worth of extra watch time, which is fantastic. And if you haven't already given us a like,
partnership goals every minute.
Yeah, there you are. If you want to give us a like as well, and we'll try and get this to 800 likes today, please do so. I'll bring us back on screen now, of course. This is kind of like the director's cut or the extra bits that you might see after something when we've gone off air. It's the worst quality parts, generally speaking. I can't see anything with these sunglasses on, so I may click the wrong things as we go back on screen here. How do we think that live stream went, guys? Good one?
That was a great live stream.
How would you sum it up in one word, Dan?
46 dislikes.
That's 2 words, but we'll take that. What about you, Dan H?
I'd go with spam.
You go with spam. I would go with stonks. I'll go with stonks. It was a pretty good one. So I don't know if this person's still here.
They are.
Not Fortnite. We did say that if I said stick around, we would audit your channel. So that's what we're going to do. And we will just have some fun here. We may audit some other channels. It depends what we feel like. Depends when I get hungry, that type of thing. We'll just stick around for a little bit longer. So Fortnite, I'm going to have to take off these glasses. What do we got here then, Dan? Obviously a Fortnite channel with 400 subscribers. And I would be very encouraged by the fact that they're doing live streams every day with view counts that are similar to their subscribers.
Yeah.
Rare thing to see.
This is cool. So you have gone the YouTube gaming route, and just basically you've been doing a ton of live streams, which is awesome. Were you the person on Twitter who asked about this? Like you said, your live streams do way better than anything else. What should you do? I'm just going to say, if that was you, or even if it's not you, that's clear that what's going on here is your live streams are doing better than all of your other content. So what I suggested on Twitter to this person was to take clips, take funny moments from their live streams, turn them into YouTube Shorts, because this is a really good time to be doing stuff like that.
Yep. I'm searching for Fortnite fashion because I want to know what
Fortnite fashion show.
Well, this is the thing that they're live streaming on every day, and it's doing well for them.
Huh.
So it has been a thing in the past, it looks like.
They're doing this for 2 and 3 hours at a time. I wonder what this consists of. If they're just playing Fortnite in a cool skin, or if there's actually a different way they're playing the game.
Yeah.
I think the one thing you could do, and I know it's going to take time, and I know it's a live stream, and people don't like making custom thumbnails for live streams, but I think these thumbnails need to be leveled up a little bit. You're using 2 and just kind of flip-flopping them, which is still not going to take away from the criticism of, this is thumbnail wallpaper, because you're just using the same 2 over and over. And plus, because it's fashion show, like you saw those other thumbnails that popped up, they were very fashionable. I think your thumbnails should reflect that. So at the very least, I would change your thumbnail every stream and just change a color, change something subtle about it, make it feel like a different video/live stream every time.
I would also suggest that your video on demand stuff isn't related to the fashion show. So as Dan said, you could maybe clip some of this stuff from the live streams or make a dedicated video, but turn it into a listicle. Like the top 10 outfits from the Fortnite fashion show seems like an easy piece of repurposed content or unique content, but still sticking to a keyword that you're performing quite well on there. And yes, Dan, I think you're right as well. The fact that they're using sometimes custom thumbnails for their live streams is encouraging enough, isn't it? But
yeah,
given that the creator knows what the live stream is going to be about, because sometimes that can be a struggle for a channel when they're doing a live stream and they don't know what's going to happen. They do have a topic here, which is the fashion show on Fortnite, so they could lean into that imagery on their thumbnails.
Yeah, I think that would be a good place to start. But yeah, your live stream numbers are very encouraging for a channel of your size, and I would love to see what that looks like concurrently. But after the fact, getting hundreds of views like that, you're doing something right, so that's good. But now you want to try and get some new people in with video on demand, and starting with I love Rob's idea. Any listicles you can make. I didn't know Fortnite Fashion Show was a thing, so any listicles you can make around that. Do a top 5, then a top 10. Heck, but try and get some more creative kind of video on demand stuff in between your live streams.
Thank you there, Ninja.
You might want to work on that too.
I did see earlier on. I don't know if Yonk's still here, but I think he is actually trying to turn some of our audio into a stick animation clip. So
oh no,
maybe looking forward to that in next week's live stream. Incredible if this person does. I still don't think we've actually given him a genuine audit as well. Didn't we savage them? Maybe last week.
Did we only savage them after all that?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we're horrible.
In fairness, they're a channel full of stick figure drawings, so I don't know what I think our advice was get better at drawing, so maybe we shouldn't give them real advice.
I'm willing to do one more channel. How do we pick this channel? I never think about the selection process at the end here, because we're not randomly picking a channel, because I do something really stupid and tell everybody the live stream's ending, then we don't end it, and then we've lost half of our audience, which YouTube probably looks at the analytics and think, well, what have you done there?
How about creative uses for spam?
All right then, Dan. You've let that out of the bag now. We can't put it back in its cage. So if you can...
Family friendly.
Spam comes in a can, not a cage.
True. That is true. Well, yeah, all right. I'll give you that one.
So
Spam
just said,
Dora's
what?
box.
Spam Dora's box.
Spam salad. Okay. Lo-Fi Nature wants to know where they can submit their spam suggestions. Spam sushi.
Yelp.
Spam musubi.
Throw it at your foes.
Spamwich. Spam tacos. Spam steaks.
Carve models out of spam instead of wood.
I can't pronounce his name, but you can use spam as a rock and throw it at your foes. Well, this is your game, Dan. You need to pick a winner out of all this lot.
What is spam tickle? Oh gosh.
Spam butter.
Spam body armor.
Spam baguette. Spam body armor. How do we choose all of them?
We'll just audit spam. Likes and dislikes.
Vegan spam.
Oh my god.
It's funny, we're just getting people to write spam in the... It's a good job I haven't put this on the block list.
I was going to say, yeah, how does spam not get caught in the spam filter?
Good point.
Spam energy.
The spam filter is just
spam selling pyramid schemes.
Buy stocks in spam.
Spam stonks. No one said that. Maybe someone said that. I didn't see that.
Right, Dan.
Spam binoculars. Okay. Okay, let's go with... All right. They're all really good. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's so many here. I'm going to just have to pick one at random. How about spam stockings? How do we say this name?
I've seen a channel, but I need to
MANTQS.
And then a weird...
I would try not with the weird symbol and just...
I think I've got it. Right, let's try this. Yes, came up straight away. Good work. 300 subscribers. Congratulations. First on that wonderful channel banner. Love that.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Okay, so I reckon, I could be wrong here, that you've maybe got somebody to do this for you, or you've gone onto Fiverr. And the reason I say it is because the quality of this channel banner is not reflected in the thumbnails at all, which look to be generally freeze frames from the game and then maybe some text thrown on top.
Yeah, and it looks like you've come back from doing a bunch of Fortnite. So I'm gonna everything's from a year ago. Before that, I'm back, which was 7 months ago, and now in the last couple days, there's some videos. So let's assume that you're back for real, and now you are just going to be a Minecraft Bed Wars, Sky Wars, Minecraft minigame kind of channel.
It's encouraging, after a 7-month gap, to get that on your first video back.
On a montage video in something that's really popular. So yeah, that's really good.
I'll just see what they were doing previously. All right, so essentially, let's look at it from this point of view. Let's ignore everything from here onwards. The one that says I'm finally back 7 months ago, and then you don't post anything for 7 months. So it's these two videos. That is your channel right now.
Yep.
And so from just these two videos alone, You've already got one that's got 200 views. Brilliant. The next one, isn't doing too bad, because I would say that actual active subscribers, you're probably down at maybe 50 to 100, I would say, who are maybe getting the notifications or are interested in your content. So that's what you got to work with, and it's a good start.
Yeah. I think next is just trying to, what you should do is, it looks like you already have some ideas. Just keep following through. Like I can tell the biggest thing for you is going to be consistency, because even when I look back at your channel from videos from a year ago, it just jumps to 2 years ago. So I feel like you keep starting YouTube and something gets you to stop. And that's honestly, like, you have 300 subscribers and you stopped. That's going to, be your biggest challenge, is figuring out what can you do to keep going.
So let's commit to, because you've done like 2 videos in the last 2 days. So I would say let's commit to, for the next 6 months, 1 video a week, and consistently 1 video a week. So if you need to take a break, so instead of posting 2 videos in the last 2 days, maybe think about creating some batch content which you can release when maybe life gets in the way, whatever it is, and then you can post those videos a little bit later. So 1 video a week would be my challenge to you. And I would say if Bed Wars, Hypixel and Sky Wars kind of like your free themes, 80% of your content should be around those topics, with a bit of experimentation here and there. So that would be my, I guess, homework for the next 6 months.
They said they're back because they finally got a new PC, which is awesome.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Just keep making content. Then see if you can batch some content. See if you can hold on to some. Don't release all at once. And then that way you're always working ahead of schedule. And cover trends when they come out. Then make something really quick and get it out there. We've done that, but I think that's a good idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've gone half an hour over here just for you, because we love you. We hope you enjoyed this little bit of extra channel auditing. Dan, you will be back tomorrow. Are we calling this the beginning of a new age on Wednesday webinars, or are we not quite there yet?
Let's talk about that real quick. So a lot of you, when you first joined vidIQ, may have gotten an email. Maybe you even came to the stream. Every Wednesday we do a live stream where we take you through all the vidIQ tools. We're changing it up now. Liron has since moved on with his career. He's no longer making regular content for us, although you may see him pop up from time to time. So I've taken over the Wednesday live streams, and I want to try some new things. So instead of giving you the training, we're going to be doing that separately, and I'm going to be doing a stream every Wednesday that takes you through, at least for now, we're trying this. We're going to be taking you through a different topic. We're going to focus a lot on vidIQ tools still and things like that, but we're going to be focusing on one particular topic and then answering your questions. So we're still going to do a live Q&A with the chat, but we want to change it up a little bit. So we do hope you join us for that stream tomorrow. We have the first one we do, and we're going to learn from it. We're going to keep adapting it, and we'll see what happens.
I'm on episode 21 of Subscribe to Mr. Beast Shorts. Please do support me on that, so I can maybe get a shout out from Mr. Beast at some point, because this is going to take me months at this point. And we'll give you the final words from Dan H.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this new Wednesday webinar. Dan loves Q&A, so please bring your questions, because he's down for it. And I have not eaten a single thing today, so I plan on gorging myself in a few seconds to get over the depression of the Super Bowl.
I recommend some Gouda cheese. Bye, everyone.